semi of the Golden Easter Egg. Favourite box 3. And they're racing, and Idolize, she exploded away and led it by 3 lengths at the judge. Idolize down the back, she leads it by 2 at the home turn. It's Idolize, still 2 lengths in front. Zara's Ivan makes no impression. Idolize does it all the way.
Box 4 for Idolize. Look, it's not great, but it's not as bad. Having drawn inside on She's a Pearl, I think makes it a bit better. But she's just got to do everything right again next week.
Semi number 2. And they're racing now. They're getting well wide out here. Dash Sasan, good odds, cash out quickly. And Lewis Rumble punched hard up along the rail. Around the turn, it's Lewis Rumble, 3/4. Good odds, cash gets her chance. Lewis Rumble finds Lewis Rumble. Beat good odds, cash.
How is the confidence after tonight's heat, Frank?
Mate, she's a great bitch. She can win any race she goes in, but she gets handicapped with the box draw all the time. Just bad luck.
Semi number 3, and they're set to run. And they're racing now. Fantastic Raven away just fairly down on the inside. Mitchell Street out fast, carves over, leads at the first corner from Fantastic Raven. Off the back straight, it's still Mitchell Street. A length into half in front. Fantastic Raven comes back at Mitchell Street, and Fantastic Raven beat Mitchell Street.
She's a Pearl, is that the one to beat?
Oh, bloody oath. She pings the lids, it's all over, but there's a bit of speed in there, like Idolize. Mitchell Street's going to be coming across. It's going to be a bit of a jam. We got box 3 and we're happy with that.
She's a Pearl. Bounces from box number 2. They're ready. And they're racing now. And she jumped fast. She's a Pearl. She'll spear forward. She'll lead it early from Tachycardic into second place. But around the home turn, it's all She's a Pearl. 8 in a row. And the favourite for the egg final next week.
You dream of this, Mark. It's our second egg with Crash Bandicoot. Now She's a Pearl, but this is a realistic chance here. I didn't want to draw underneath Idolize. To be outside of her is fantastic. She looks bomb-proof out of the lid. So hopefully we get clear running, we can chase her, and it's just game on up the back. But we're allowed to dream.
There will be fireworks here at Wentworth Park, but they'll be on the track tonight. Hello and welcome to our coverage of Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Night. It's a balmy evening here in Sydney town. A little bit of rain throughout the day, but it's turned into a beautiful night. And as I said, it will be a night to remember here at Wentworth Park. A champagne card of greyhound racing. It is one of the biggest nights of greyhound racing that you'll see in Australia throughout the year. Of course, it is highlighted by the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. That is race 8 on the card, worth $250,000 to the winner. We kick off with the Ladbrokes Magic Maiden, a Group 3 event for the maiden runners there. We get down to the first of our Group 1s, race 7 on the card, the Association Cup final, and then the big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg, sponsored by Ladbrokes, 8:57 p.m. local time. We'll see those 8 combatants do battle, trying to etch their name into the history books. A very good evening. I'm Mark Duclos. Welcome along to our presentation here at Wentworth Park. My regular co-host would be Timmy Newbold, but he's been a late scratching by order of the stewards. Elevated temperature and respiratory problems, otherwise known as COVID, but I'm sure Battler's watching in from home tonight. So, as I said, it promises to be a sensational night of chasing action. Race number 1 on the card is the Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. Greyhounds will be on the track shortly for that. We had heats of that race run Wednesday week ago. Springview Angus at $18 from box 1. Punters think it's a racing 2 here between Zipping Novak and also Simply Limelight. Zipping Novak trained by Jason Magri. Number 6, Simply Limelight, trained by Peter Rogers. $2.10 and $2.35 with laddies about those two. The only other runner under double figure odds, number 8, Federal Aussie for Stephen Fairbairn at $7.50. Now the all-important speed map. Nengar Nancy from box number 5. She led up Zipping Novak in the Magic Maiden semi-final. She's a $20 chance, but she's expected to carve across in the early stages. Simply Limelight will be looking to get on her shoulder in that run to the first turn. Zipping Novak, of course, he fell out of the boxes and then struck bad bother at probably 20 or 30 metres after the start in his semi-final. He then produced a withering finish to get up and score. He is a greyhound with enormous potential, but the question mark is going to be, where will he be in that run to the first turn? $25,000 goes to the winner of the Magic Maiden, a Group 3 event sponsored by Ladbrokes. And as they're about to go over the days here, number 1 is Springview Angus. It is owned by Billy Butler, trained by Mick Hardman. ran 5th in the heat, then 3rd in the semi-final behind Simply Limelight. It was beaten a mile in that, but it does come up with box number 1 currently at $19. To the checks is the pre-post favourite, and that is Zipping Novak for Jason Magri. And this greyhound won its heat in 30.04 and then ran 30.41, winning its semi-final. But as I said, it was an enormous run. Ibrox Wildfire for Billy Dance. It's run second at its past 2 here in the heat and semi-final. It's a $26 chance. Down to number 4, Mount Victoria for Charlie Mikulev, one of the real rank outsiders. It actually won at Bulli during the week over the 340 metres after it ran second in a heat. Nangar Nancy for Dennis Barnes. It ran second in that semi-final, which Zipping Novak won. It led up for a long way. Novak ran it down in the final stages. Then we go to Simply Limelight, owned by Patricia Breen, trained by Peter Rogers, currently $2.40 with Ladbrokes. This greyhound's had 4 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds here. Ran 29.71, being beaten by a very smart pup in Doonan, and then ran 29.70 when winning its semi-final by a mere 15 3/4 lengths. Choo Choo Train for Vic Sultana at $71. It finished 3rd behind Federal Aussie, and there is Federal Aussie, number 8, trained by Steve Fairbairn. It is at $7.50. The opening event on the card, as I said, of what will be a super night of chasing action here at Wentworth Park is the Group 3 Magic Maiden. And there is number 2, Zipping Novak. As I said, he's running his semi-final. You had to see it to believe it because he was badly checked. He was last in the early stages. He then found the front, but he still had to weave through the entire field. And to get up and win, it was an enormous performance. I'm actually with number 6, Simply Limelight. If it gets on the side or, basically races off the shoulder of Nangar Nancy, who I do expect to lead in this, it's been proven. He's run 29.70 and 29.71 here in 2 of his 4 starts. And he is a greyhound that possesses enormous ability. Reports are that they've knocked back in excess of $100,000 for Simply Limelight. And he is currently 2nd favourite. Don't forget, we'll have the market movers coming to you from Ladbrokes all night. The market mover in the first event is Federal Aussie. He's around that $8.50. They did bet $12 about Federal Aussie earlier in the week. He's into $8.50. The favourite is Zipping Novak around that $2.10 quote. Simply Limelight at $2.40. Those 2 will dominate this race, we think, as far as punters are concerned. But where they'll be in the run to the first turn, that could be the quandary. We expect Simply Limelight to be up in the leading division, and we expect Zipping Novak to probably be back running 4th or 5th on the fence looking for a run. Matt Jackson is our caller here at Wentworth Park. It promises to be, as I said, a super night of chasing action. This is the Magic Maiden. It was first run in 2014. Shaky Jakey actually set the track record here, winning a heat of the Magic Maiden in 2014 by 22 lengths. Bandit Ned won it in 2021. Nangar Jill for Dennis Barnes in 2018. Of course, he has Nangar Nancy. Here's Matty Jackson with his first here at Wenny, the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden.
Race number 1, the Magic Maiden final to kick off Golden Easter Egg Night for 2022. Zipping Novak to bounce the favourite. They're ready. And they're racing now, and he stepped cleanly, Zipping Novak tonight, and he leads it easily from Ibrox Wildfire. Coming over into 3rd placing, a little wider is Choo Choo Train, and 4th, back along the rail, Springview Angus, but there was a bit of a jam up. They've followed Nangar Nancy, Simply Limelight, well back from Mount Victoria and Federal Aussie, but Zipping Novak off the back straight, he led it by 7 or 8 lengths on Ibrox Wildfire, and they've followed Choo Choo Train, but it's all Zipping Novak, 3 out of 3, and he's a nice pup in the making. Zipping Novak won it easily, Ibrox Wildfire, 3rd in Choo Choo Train, 4th home Springview Angus, then Simply Limelight, Nangar Nancy, Mount Victoria and Federal Aussie, and the time 29.65. Number 2, Zipping Novak for Jason Magri, has run them into the ground in the opener. Well, he jumped cleanly on debut. He was up at a lead. He certainly didn't run brilliant time by any stretch, but it was on a track that was very, very rain affected. And last week he was ridiculous in winning. Bombed the start, got crunched early and was still able to get over the top of them. Tonight he nailed the jump straight to the lead, and it was all over one stride after the start. He's bolted home, number 2, Zipping Novak, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of him in the future. He beats 3, Ibrox Wildfire, Third to number 7, Choo Choo Train, and fourth one, Springview Angus. 2, 3, 7 and 1 are the numbers here. 2, 3, 7 and 1. 5.5 the winning margin. 4 1/4 second and third. 5.5 by 4 1/4. 29.65. So certainly nothing wrong with the track either after all the rain. 29.65 in the first. 2, 3, 7 and 1 after race number 1. We await all clear.
So, Jason Magri prepares Zipping Novak. Jason Magri won this event in 2016 with Wicked Warrior. Trackside, here's Jason with Mick Cowley.
Jason, congratulations, the Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. Did you expect him to jump the way he jumped?
I was hoping it would come out like that, and he did, so that's good.
29.65, you have said that he's capable of running 29.7. That's pretty much on the mark.
Yeah, it is. He got the start right tonight, and he's done it real good, like real professional tonight, so it was good.
Is that what you've seen previously? Obviously he hasn't been fantastic at the start of the last couple, but that's certainly what he can do.
Yeah, all his pre-training, his times have been very quick, like up with the top grade dogs I got. And as you can see, he showed it tonight, so he's no slouch. He's a nice little dog.
And it's a nice way to kick off Golden Easter Egg night. Obviously you've got Zipping Kansas a bit later in the night in the Association Cup. How's the week been with him?
Yeah, been a good week. All the dogs had a good week, so yeah.
Best of luck for the rest of the night. Congratulations on the first win.
No worries. Thank you, boys. Good on you.
Michael Cowley there with Jason Magri, and of course, as I said, Jason Magri won the Magic Maiden in 2016 with Wicked Warrior. Here's a full replay, and well, there was the big surprise straight away. Zipping Novak came out running. Ran a first split there of 5:45, and once he did that, this race was totally all over. Simply Limelight missed the start, struck trouble in that run to the early turn, but Zipping Novak, a greyhound with enormous ability by Zulu Zeus out of Zipping Meg, and he just put an absolute gap on them. Ibrox Wildfire gets into second spot there for Billy Dan. 7 was third, and that's Choo Choo Train for Vic Sultana. Let's have a look at the sniper cam here, and this is Zipping Novak coming out running from box number 2, hugs the rail in that run to the first turn. And he is an impressive greyhound that will probably only get better as he gets over more ground and with more race experience as well. But as Mick Cowley just said, speaking to Jason Magri, Jason's always had an opinion of this pup. After break-in, he trialled here very fast, and he's put that on the board tonight when he stepped cleanly. And he has run 29.65. The race record, well, the race record is the actual track record here at Wentworth Park, 29.07, set by Shaky Jakey way back in 2014. So Zipping Novak takes out the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. There's Simply Limelight at the back of the field. Getting off the track there is Ibrox Wildfire, and Choo Choo Train is set for Vic Sultana. A big run at a huge price there, $71. Fourth spot went to number 1, and that was Springview Hawk. So 2, 3, 7 and 1. $25,000 heads to Marty and Fiona Hallinan, the owners of Zipping Novak. I'll share that with trainer Jason Magri. Let's check our dividends for race number 1 here at Wentworth Park. $1.80 and $1.30 about Zipping Novak. $4.80 for Ibrox Wildfire. $4.50 for Choo Choo Train. The trifecta pays $203.70. The first 4 ending in 1. All the ones there, $1,111 to race number 1 at Wentworth Park here. So we've seen those greyhounds coming through the Magic Maiden heats. We had the heats, we had the semi-finals. And of course, when we look at the past winners of the race, Banded Ned took it out in 2021. He then went on to win the Group 1 Vic Peters. He's been contested races, such as the Phoenix, not the Phoenix, I should say, the Temlee down in Melbourne. It's a race that has borne out some terrific chases in the past, and let's hope that Zipping Novak can carry on that with the tradition of the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. Let's take a look at the market for the Group 1 Association Cup. It's over 720 metres. Race 7 on the card. The favourite here is Zipping Kansas, prepared by Jason Magri, who we saw just take out the Group 3 Magic Maiden, $1.90. There's been money for Mapunga Ruby. It's into $3.90. Of course, Ruby lowered the colours of Zipping Kansas in the heat last week. And then we go to Super Estrella at $5.50. Super Estrella ran $42.10 last week. And Mapunga Ruby at $41.84. Mapunga Ruby won the summer distance plate here earlier this year, running 41.64. So on times, Zipping Kansas got a best of 41.57. Mapunga Ruby at 41.64, just a length between them on the clock. Here is the market for the big one, the Ladbrokes Group 1 Golden Easter Egg Final. It's over the 520 metres to be run at 8:57 p.m. She's a Pearl. She's actually been smashed in the markets. It takes a lot of money to move a greyhound from around that 205 quote to $1.85, and that is the current price with Ladbrokes for She's a Pearl in the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. $250,000 going to the winner of that event. Greyhounds coming back to the presentation dais. That's Darren Sultana with Choo Choo Train. Zipping Novak handled there by Jason Magri. Etches its name into the record book. If you're wondering about a few of the other winners of the Group 3 Magic Maiden, Nengar Jill took it out in 2018. 2014, anything less, the track the actual final race record of 29.62 is held by anything less. But as I said, Shaky Jakey set the track record of 29.07 in a heat of the Magic Maiden back in 2014. He was then retired immediately and sent straight to Starden back in 2013, clockwise for Johnny and Jane Carruthers, and 2010 the winner was Humdrum. So Zipping Novak goes into the record books as the winner of the 2022 Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. Race 2 on the card tonight is a Masters event here. Another great clash coming up between Lots of Chatter and Coringa Lucy. It is at 6:28 p.m, so we're around 13 minutes from start time as the greyhounds make their way to the presentation dais. Nice crowd rolling in here at Wentworth Park at the moment. Of course, we've had a big day of thoroughbred racing action at Randwick today, Royal Randwick, and of course we are here at the spiritual home of greyhound racing at Wentworth Park. Let's head trackside for the presentation. Here's Ron Arnold.
Race 2 tonight is the GRNSW Masters Final. Scratchings are 8 and 10. 9 Crazy Old Goat into box number 8. Race 2 at 6:28.
There is Jason Magri there with the winner, Zipping Novak of the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden. $25,000 was the reward for Zipping Novak in a time of 29 and 65. Second went to number 3, Ibrox Wildfire. Third went to Choo Choo Train for Vic Sultana. And number 1, Springview Angus within 4th spot. But there is Zipping Novak, who maintains his unbeaten race record, 3 stars for 3 wins, his heat, semi-final and final win of the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden Series. And we are around about 12 minutes away from race 2 on the card. It's a Masters event. Great clash coming up here between Coringa Lucy and Lots of Chatter. But right now we'll take a short break from our showcase presentation here at Wentworth Park on Group 1 Golden Easter Egg Night.
after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Welcome to the Mitch Beer Show.
The water, you feel brand new again.
You get her angry and she'll run through a brick wall.
She's a very special horse to a lot of people.
I am searching for that Group 1 win.
She's just aggressive and that's the way he races too.
She's in that elite category.
I live and breathe racing. It's not a job to me.
You always want to be part of it.
There's only 2 ways to go with this.
He loves what he does and he's just a freak of nature.
He changed my life forever.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
There is Jason Magri, trackside there at Wentworth Park with Zipping Novak, the winner of the Group 3 Ladbrokes Magic Maiden Final. Race 1 on the card. Don't forget, Race 8 is the big one, 8:57 p.m. local time. $250,000 will head the way to the winner of the Golden Easter Egg. And as well as that, they will etch their name into the honour roll of a race that has been run by some of our truly greats, including the likes of Rapid Journey and Brett Lee. We go all the way back to 1990 when the Easter Egg was first run and won by Ultra Sense. And of course, Ultra Sense has a race named in her honour tonight. And Ultra Sense was prepared by 2 of the greats of Australian training history in Jimmy and Christine Coleman. Let's take a look at the market for race number 2 on the card here at Wentworth Park. As I said, it's a Masters event. And Coringa Lucy holds the call at $2.15. Lots of chatter at $3. Sunburn Highway at $3.80. Those 3 runners dominate the market. Of course, Sunburn Highway, the winningest greyhound here at Wentworth Park. Lots of chatter, a very, very well performed Victorian chaser. And Coringa Lucy, well, she ran second in the Gold Bullion earlier this year behind Jungle Juice at Albion Park. She's well drawn tonight in box number 2. Let's take a look at the speed map. This is how we think they're going to land up in the lead. Hello Dream from box number 1 will show pace. Lots of chatter will show pace. Coringa Lucy probably running second or third in that run to the first turn. And as I said, lots of chatter from the middle. Prim and Proper can step and will want to head to the fence. Sunburn Highway, we can't actually see where Sunburn Highway is going to step, but I can tell you this, he does love a wide draw. And I was talking to Johnny Richardson a little bit earlier. He said it'd be no surprise to come out and see him run 5:40 to the first mark on his night. The tips from the dogs.com.au, they've gone with Coringa Lucy, who's got a PB here of 29.70. Lots of chatter, of course, beat her in the heat of this event, and lots of chatter in 29.86. That was his debut performance here at Wentworth Park. The start prior, he'd gone 23.55 at Bendigo, which is absolutely flying. So lots of chatter draws in the middle, and Coringa Lucy draws close to the fence. Earlier tonight, Mick Cowley caught up with the trainer of Sunburn Highway, John Richardson.
We're here with John Richardson, John whose wife Judy has Sunburn Highway in the second race. John, how's the week been for Sunburn Highway?
He's going fine, everything's good, but his age is catching up with him.
It was a handy run last week, didn't give it away.
No, he slipped on the mat at the boxes. That's what made him last, but he still had enough ability to get round the rest of them. So, no, he's... the 2 of the dogs tonight are what he was running 2 years ago.
I guess that's the key. He is getting older, but he just loves to chase, doesn't he?
There's no harder chaser than him.
Best of luck tonight. Is it Masters Meteor next on the agenda?
we don't know. Depends what happens tonight.
Good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks very much.
Thanks, mate. Good luck.
Johnny Richardson, the trainer of Sunburn Highway, who of course has had 149 starts, lines up for 150 tonight. And Sunburn Highway has won 50 of those. He's won 38 races here at Wentworth Park. Here's the parade for race number 2 and Hello Dream, trained by Troy McDonald, coming off a last start 4th behind Angry Blizzard, who is scratching from this event. Coringa Lucy, currently the favourite with Laddies at around the 2:10. Finished second behind Lots of Chatter in the heat of this race, beaten 4 3/4 lengths. Zipping Brady for Nathan Goodwin. It's been consistent and thereabouts here at Wenny since stepping up into that Masters class. It finished in 4th spot behind Lots of Chatter. Number 4, Prim and Proper for Dave Smith, who will line up Super Estrella in the Group 1 Association Cup. And then we go to Lots of Chatter, prepared by Graham Joseph Catani in Victoria, $2.80, ran 29.86 with a fast first split of 5.46 and a teak win from box number 7. Sunburn Highway, there he is, the old marvel, $4.40 with Ladbrokes. And we go to number 7, and that is Nicolina for Angela Della Bosca. And Nicolina finished 3rd behind Lots of Chatter. Crazy Old Goat gets the start from box number 8 with the scratching of Angry Blizzard. Crazy Old Goat currently at $41, and a greyhound who's got a best time here at Wentworth Park of 30.01. Let's take a look at the market with Ladbrokes as they make their way towards the 520-metre starting boxes, where the big one will start from tonight. I'm with Lots of Chatter. I thought his run in that heat of this event was absolutely sensational. It was a very wet night. It was blowing a gale. He came out and ran 29.86, but as I said, the run before he ran 23.55 at Bendigo. That run is, or that time is run by top grade and Group 1 chasers there, and we only have to go back 3 starts, and he ran 3rd behind Typhoon Semi in the Group 2 Horsham Cup in Victoria. Lots of Chatter has had 101 starts for 36 wins. Coringa Lucy, 87 starts, 36 wins, and $295,000 in prize money for Lucy. And of course, Sunburn Highway, he's just gone over the $350,000 mark in earnings as he lines up for start number 150 tonight. They're at the boxes for race 2 at Wentworth Park. The market mover with ladbrokes.com.au is Coringa Lucy. She's been smashed. 250 into 205, now into $1.90. Lots of Chatter, $3.40 into $2.70. No money for Sunburn Highway. He's $3.80 out to around that $5.50 quote. Don't forget, head to ladbrokes.com.au for all the latest markets here on Golden Easter Egg Night. As I said, I'm with number 5, Lots of Chatter. I think he's got the pace to overcome the squeeze draw. Prim and Proper on the inside. I want to head to the fence. Coringa Lucy, a massive chance from box number 2. She is a quality chaser who has only recently stepped up into Masters grade, which is for greyhounds, you know, basically at 48 months, 4 years of age and over. She's had 87 starts, 36 wins, 31 minor placings. Here at Wentworth Park, 8 starts for 2 wins and 3 seconds. She's got a best of 29.70. Lots of Chatter ran 29.86. So as far as times go, there's around about 2.5 lengths difference. This is race number 2 on the card, the GRNSW Masters Final. $10,000 heads to the winner. To call him home, here's Matt Jackson.
Tonight, favourite drawn box 2, Coringa Lucy. $1.95. Green light turned on. It was on its way, Coringa Lucy to bounce the favourite. They're set and they're racing now. Hello Dream down on the inside, jump well. Out fast Coringa Lucy, and she sails past into the first corner. So it's Coringa Lucy from Lots of Chatter, and the favourites have already paired away. They're 3 lengths in front of Hello Dream. Zipping Brady in 4th. They're followed by Prim and Proper, Sunburn Highway, Nicolina and Crazy Old Goat. Off the back straight, Coringa Lucy, led by 2 lengths, just got away from Lots of Chatter, who needs to dig deep, turning for home. Coringa Lucy surging away up the straight, and Coringa Lucy bounces back, beats Lots of Chatter. Hello Dream 3rd, 4th in Zipping Brady. They're followed home by Crazy Old Goat from Prim and Proper, Sunburn Highway and Nicolina. The time around 29.70. Number 2, Coringa Lucy. She bounced well tonight, got a beautiful run. Courtesy of Hello Dream on her inside, presented all that room early. She quickly found the front into the first turn. And she's been too good for Lots of Chatter, who threw the challenge out mid-race, but she repelled it well. She's drawn away up the straight to win it nicely. Number 2, Coringa Lucy, beats 5, Lots of Chatter. Third to number 1, Hello Dream. Fourth in 3, Zipping Brady. 2, 5, 1 and 3. And the numbers here, 2, 5, 1 and 3. 3 lengths by 5 for the margins, 3 by 5. And the time, 29.70. 29.70 the time. 2, 5, 1 and 3. 3 lengths by 5. 29.70 the time. Here to race number 2.
Well, as Matty Jackson said, those 2 favourites certainly carved out in the early stages of that event, and Coringa Lucy just held the inside in that run of the first turn, and that proved crucial. She was able to hold out Lots of Chatter, and Coringa Lucy equals her career best time here at Wentworth Park of 29.70. Her trainer is Mitch Northfield. He's trackside with Mick Cowley.
Well, Mitch, congratulations. Fantastic effort to win that Masters event. She's just absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. She went really good, and she began a bit better again tonight, and down on the inside makes a difference to her because she's only little.
Hey, that's the key. She's so quick out of the boxes when she does nail it, and she did tonight. She was running against Jungle Juice not that long ago. It's just amazing that she's 4 years of age.
Yeah, she was giving them away a lot of age in that race. They're all got a peak of their career, and she was drawn well that night too, of course, but, you know, she gives her all when she gets out and gets a clear go.
Mate, 29.70 coming into this series, did you think that's the sort of time she'd be able to run?
Well, Jeff Collison asked me that. He sort of rang me and asked me before I come down for that first Masters, and I said, I think she's going nearly as good as ever, because she ran 29.50 something at Lismore back in November, and won the match race at Brisbane Sense, but just needs a bit of luck. She's only little and needs luck early.
Obviously, the Masters Meteor's not that far away now. That'll be the next big target.
Yeah, fingers crossed, everything goes right, and we'll probably be back, I'd imagine.
Mate, congratulations, keep it going.
Thank you, thanks very much.
Mick Cowley there with Mitch Northfield, and Coringa Lucy's prize money now goes north of $305,000, and there she is. She's crossed Hello Dream in that run to the first turn. Lots of Chatter began well, half a length, 3/4 of length behind her there going into that first turn, but as I said, the inside draw proved crucial for Coringa Lucy. Gets up to speeds of around 65 kilometres an hour. Lots of Chatter, similar sort of speed there, and those stats come to you via our Isolink system here, and in the home straight she just pulled away, put 2.5 lengths on Lots of Chatter, and around about 4 lengths away to third spot, which was Hello Dream. But there is our sniper cam, and look at that tenacious little chaser of Coringa Lucy. As Mick said, Mitch will head back here for the Masters Meteor, which comes up during our $1 Million Chase Carnival. That was her 88th start tonight, 37 wins now, 31 minors, and as I said, prize money of a tick over $305,000. Lots of Chatter, lost no admirers with that run. Took a equal career best time of 29.70 for Coringa Lucy to beat him. Just his second start here at Wentworth Park. So Coringa Lucy and Lots of Chatter, they will both head towards the Masters Meteor, as I said, during our $1 Million Chase Carnival. Sunburn Highway struck trouble just after the start. We'll speak to Johnny Richardson later in the night and find out what the plans are for Sunburn Highway moving forward. That was the Greyhound Racing New South Wales Masters. Let's take a look at the dividends for race number 2 on the card. $2 and $1.20 Coringa Lucy, $1.20 Lots of Chatter, $4.80 for Hello Dream. Very skinny Quinella and Exacta there, $2.10 and $3. The trifecta, $54.10, and the first 4 ending in number 3 pays $261.50. So 2, 5, 1 and 3. The numbers to race 2, the GRNSW Masters final. As I said, the Masters Meteor race coming up in around about 3 weeks' time. The heats will be run, and the final of that event worth $100,000 to the winner. Of course, Sunburn Highway is the defending champion of that event. Greyhounds are just making their way back from the kennels. They've had a drink. The handlers are with them. They're about to be presented to the crowd here at Wentworth Park, which is building as the night goes on. As I said, it's quite a balmy evening here at Wenty. We've had a big day of thoroughbred racing action at Royal Randwick. Let's hope we get a few of those punters here to Wenty tonight. Race 8 on the card. Doesn't kick off until 8:57 p.m. and on paper it promises to be a race for the ages. But Coringa Lucy and Mitch Northfield heading back to the dais here at Wentworth Park. Graham Jose with lots of chatter. 2-5, 1 and 3. Hello Dream for Troy McDonald finished in third spot. So 2-5, 1 and 3. Zipping Brady was fourth, trained by Nathan Goodwin. And of course, Mitch Northfield, a member of the Northfield family. They're synonymous with greyhound racing, particularly in the Northern Rivers area. Mitch Northfield, Brad, of course, Charlie is up there as well. And we have a race run at Casino called the Pop Northfield Maiden. And the Northfields, as I said, they are synonymous with greyhound racing in the Northern Rivers. Let's head trackside. Here's Ron Arnold with the presentation.
Runner-up Watson, Chapman and Hello Green in third spot. Certainly wonderful race tonight. And of course, the Noel moves steeply in greyhound racing. And this particular greyhound start number 88 tonight. 37 wins.
We're facing the public that way. Thank you. Sorry.
Of course, GR New South Wales supporting Masters Racing magnificently. We thank everybody involved with that. And Mr. Kevin Gordon from the GR New South Wales board is here to present to Mitch and also to Cheryl.
Well done. Thank you. Great to see that it's all going. Well done.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. There you go.
The runner-up and also the third place received the silver and bronze medallions. Joe Bertonato will do the honours there.
Thank you very much. 3, 2, 1. If I keep yelling out 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Greyhound Racing New South Wales Masters Final, of course, for this Easter egg carnival night. $10,000 to the winner. Great prize money, all part of the night. And again, a wonderful victory to Coringa Lucy, a greyhound whelp in February 18, so just past the 4 years of age. 29-7.
Mitch and Cheryl Northfield there with Coringa Lucy, who takes out the GRNSW Masters event there. And of course, board member from Greyhound Racing New South Wales, Kevin Gordon, doing the duties. Okay, the egg is race number 8 on the card. It's due at 8:57 p.m. Let's take a look at the latest market with ladbrokes.com.au, and the favourite is She's a Pearl at $1.85. Second pick is Idolize at $4 for Peter Prosciutto from Victoria. Then we go out to Good Odds Cash, trained by Frank Hurst, at $7.50. And of course, Good Odds Cash trainer Frankie Hurst won the $1 million chase with Good Odds Harada. $8 about Lewis Rumble. Runner here at double figure odds is number 3, and that is Fantastic Raven, prepared by Jason McKay. And of course, Jason McKay won a Golden Easter egg with Zipping Bailey, who put up an enormous performance to do that. Fantastic Raven will be handled by his daughter tonight, April, and she spoke with Mick Cowley earlier tonight.
Joined by April McKay, who with the dad Jason has Fantastic Raven in the main event, the Golden Easter egg final. How's the week been for Fantastic Raven?
Very good, just the same as last week, and now we're very happy with her.
April, lots been spoken about the speed of the 4, the 5 and the 6 to that first turn. Where do you think Fantastic Raven will be, or where do you hope she'll be?
I'd hope she'd clear 1 and 2 to the first corner, and if we can do that, we're going to be in the race.
I guess, she's coming off middle distance performances. Strength's obviously going to be a thing at the finish. You'd imagine that she will be the one that's charging home.
Oh, bloody oath. The distance and the run home's not a problem, but just I think it's all about the jump. She gets the start right and she's challenging up to that first corner, we'll be in it.
And it was an impressive performance in the semi to run down Mitchell Street. She's certainly in a rich vein of form at the moment.
Yeah, bloody oath she is, and she went under the dog up the back and did a good job. Like, me and Dad standing on the boxes real quiet, and I had to yell out one yell just because I knew she was going to go under. No, but she's flying.
Any nerves for you, Golden Easter egg night?
Oh, maybe a couple there. Normally when I box the dog, maybe a few, my heart starts to go, but no point in getting nervous because the dog feels your energy.
Good luck tonight in the Easter egg final.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, April.
April McKay there, one of our young up-and-coming trainers here in New South Wales. Of course, she's the daughter of Jason McKay, who will rug up Fantastic Raven in the Group 1 Golden Easter egg later tonight. Now, of course, here at Wentworth Park and a number of tracks throughout New South Wales, we run the ISOLink systems where we put a chip into the rug of the greyhound. We're able to derive so much data out of them. Here are our speed stats from the Easter egg semi-finals last week. You can see after the 20-metre mark, 80 metres, 315 metres, which is down the back straight, and of course in the home straight there, the certain times that they've run there and the overall finishing time. She's a Pearl was the fastest at 29 and 46. Idolize second quickest at 29.63. But for those who want to find the leader in greyhound racing, of course, around 60% of races are won by leaders in greyhound racing. We've got She's a Pearl there running a time of 45.36 kilometres and getting up to 68.04 at the second split at 80-metre mark, which is the winning post the first time around. We've got plenty more of those ISOLink stats to present to you right throughout the night. All right, race 3 on the card is the UltraSense. As I said, it's named in honour of the inaugural winner of the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg, and the UltraSense was first run in 2013. I thought this greyhound was the best graded runner and the best box runner of the night. Castle Warrior at $1.65, $3.70 about Lochinvar Lona, $8.50 for Zipping Lopez. And then we go out to $12 for Opal Model from box number 2. Now the speed map will show Opal Model leading this event. Opal Model steps brilliantly, but just goes hard right out of the boxes. Castle Warrior from box number 1. If he steps on terms with them, he's going to get a charmed run in that run to the first turn. Lochinvar Lona was the fastest heat winner, going 29.70, and he unfortunately draws the car park. He's going to have to come out running to get across in the run to the first turn. Let's take a look at our selections for race 3, the UltraSense here at Wentworth Park. And from our expert at thedogs.com.au, they've gone with 1 Castle Warrior, from 8 Lochinvar Lona, 5 Zipping Lopez and 2 Opal Model. The very short price favourite is Castle Warrior off box number 1. Recently won the Group 2 Bulleye Gold Cup, and Mick Cowley caught up with his trainer Mark Wilcox.
Joined by Mark Wilcox, who has Castle Warrior, the favourite in the UltraSense. Mark, how's the week been for the bloke?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, a bit of rain around, but all good.
Mate, there's a lot of people that are saying he's the best box dog all night. You go along with that?
Well, probably is, though he's always been in the middle. I hope he knows what to do with it, yeah.
He's not a flyer out of the box, but he does muster pace pretty early. I guess you're hoping the 1 box will be handy for him for that tonight.
Yeah, I do hope so. He most probably jump midfield, and hopefully he puts the foot down and goes on with it.
You decided to bypass the egg and concentrate on this. It hopefully seems to have worked out a good decision.
Yeah, well, I had after the Temora Cup, it took a bit out of him, so I just freshened him up a bit and just brought him back tonight, you know.
Mate, good luck tonight in the UltraSense.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thanks, mate.
Mark Wilcox there with Castle Warrior. And again, if you're looking for a form line, go back 2 starts and Castle Warrior was beaten 2 3/4 lengths in the final of the Temora Cup. And the winner of that race was the pre-post favourite for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg tonight in She's a Pearl. So, as said, if the speed map works out the way that most people think it will, Opal Model will come out running from box number 2, but will give him a stack of clear air in the run to the first turn. He took out that Group 2 Bulleye Gold Cup against a quality field, and if he can just hold that fence in the run to the first turn, he will get a charm run. But as I said, no knock on Lochinvar Lona, who was brilliant, winning his first 500 here at Wentworth Park in the heats, running 29.70 after a 5.48 first split. Greyhounds going over the day as for race 3, the UltraSense. This race carries $15,000 in prize money to the winner, and Castle Warrior will wear the red rug. He's a greyhound who's had 28 starts, 13 wins, 14 minors. He has only been out, or he hasn't earned a check in just 1 of 28 starts. An amazing record for Castle Warrior. He's had 5 starts here at Wenny for 2 wins and 3 minors, the best on the clock of 29 and 95. He's currently 165 with Ladbrokes. Number 2, Opal Model, fast beginner, wide runner. She's had 32 starts, 13 wins. She won a heat in 30 and 18 from box 2. Number 3 is Bo Tippy for Steve Albin, and we spoke to Steve after the heats of this race, and he said it's an enormous thrill to be in a final. Number 4 is Super Aussie for Brad Davis, who actually worked for Jimmy and Christine Coleman and did spend a lot of time with UltraSense back in way back in the late 80s, early 90s. Zipping Lopez, the second of Jason McKay's runners there. He won his heat in 30:04. Then we go to the first reserve, Kiwi Fantasy, who starts from box number 6 for the Brewer Kennel. 7 is She Savage for Jessica Savage. Made a Group 1 Futurity final here earlier this year. It's at $34. Then we go out to number 8, Lochinvar Lona, owned by Carla Gordon, who is actually the daughter of GRNSW board member Kevin Gordon, and prepared by Ruth King. And Lochinvar Lona has had just the 11 starts for 6 wins and 3 minor placings. All right, in race number 3 with ladbrokes.com.au, Castle Warrior is the only one that punters want. Opened at $2.50. He's now into $1.65. I made him my best of the night, Castle Warrior. As I said, just the 5 starts here at Winnie for 2 wins and 3 minors, but that 520-metre run that he had back here on the 1st of April in the heat of this event was the first 500 he'd had for quite some time. And prior to that, he'd run 3rd in the Tamora Cup final behind She's a Pearl. And we go back 4 starts, he won the Group 2 Bulli Gold Cup, defeating a handy chaser by the name of Wow, who ran 2nd behind Tommy Shelby here last year in the Group 1 Golden Easter egg. And I saw trainer Steve with us here earlier tonight. He's made the trip over from Western Australia. And Steve prepared Tommy Shelby to win the Group 1 Golden Easter egg last year. So a great form line for Castle Warrior. And as I said, he smashed with the bookies ad laddies, $2.50 into $1.65 as the greyhounds make their way towards the 520-metre races. And as I said, this race named after Ultra Sense, a greyhound who won the inaugural Golden Easter egg. It was first run back in 2013 when it was won by Al Brooklyn, trained by Jason Thompson. In 2021, Redshift 7, trained by John Little, won and set the race record at 29.55. In 2017, Penny Manelli for WA trainer David Hobby. 2016, Hugo Boss. And in 2015, it was Flash Earner for Shane Fleming. All right, greyhounds are beside the boxes here. Now into $1.60, Castle Warrior. $8 about Zipping Lopez. $3.70 about number 8, and that is Lochinvar Lona. $16 for Opal Model from box number 2. $3.20 out to $3.90 now, Lochinvar Lona, but the only one that punters want is number 1, and that is Castle Warrior. $2.60 into $1.65. Greyhounds being boxed for race 3 here at Wentworth Park. This is the listed Ultra Sense. $15,000 goes to the winner. Here's our caller, Matty Jackson.
Certainly a major player. Green light turned on. This is the 3rd tonight, the Ultra Sense. Favourite box 1, Castle Warrior. Ready. And they're racing now, and he missed the start, Castle Warrior. But he gets plenty of room up along the rails. He'll drive hard and he'll lead. So it's Castle Warrior from Lochinvar Lona. He got across, he's onto the rails, 2 lengths away. 3rd is She Savage. Into 4th placing is Zipping Lopez. There followed Kiwi Fantasy. Well back is Opal Model, Super Aussie and Bo Tippy off the back straight. Castle Warrior leads it by a length and a half on Lochinvar Lona, who's trying hard around the turn. Castle Warrior a length in front. Lochinvar Lona drives hard, missed. Castle Warrior hung on, won it by a neck. Lochinvar Lona, a terrific duel. 3rd Zipping Lopez, 6 lengths away from Opal Model. Then followed Bo Tippy, Kiwi Fantasy, She Savage and Super Aussie. The time 29.89. Number 1, Castle Warrior, Mark Duclos. He missed the start. He got the room along the rail that we thought he would get, but he had to punch hard. He did that. And then he staved off Lochinvar Lona, who went for an inside run turning for home, and he just had to check across the heels of Castle Warrior, and I'm sure it's cost him the race. So it's 1 from 8, 3rd 5, Zipping Lopez. 4th in, number 7, She Savage, 1-8-5-7. Confirm race 3, 1-8-5 and 7. It was ahead by 6 1/4. Ahead by 6 1/4. The time 29.89. So it's 1-8-5-7. Ahead by 6 1/4. 29.89 the run. Here to race number 3 tonight.
Castle Warrior, by virtue of that inside box, he's held out Lochinvar Lona, who is desperately unlucky, but all honours with Castle Warrior there. He runs 29.89, defeating Lochinvar Lona. 3rd spot goes to number 5, Zipping Lopez. 7 runs 4th, and that is She Savage. But as we see, here is the home turn, and we've got Castle Warrior on the inside. Have a look at Lochinvar Lona, just checks off the heels of Castle Warrior. That eventually cost him the race. And Castle Warrior for Mark Wilcox takes out the Ultra Sense, and $15,000 goes to the winner of the Ultra Sense. Mick Cowley is trackside now with Mark Wilcox.
I am trackside with Mark Wilcox. Mark, you're just watching the replay there. Got a bit close at the end.
Yeah, a bit too close, wasn't it?
We kind of knew that he'd be a little bit slow out of the boxes. Did you expect him to be that slow, though?
Yeah, he's like that, but he shows tremendous pace. And he's a little bit weak at the end, but hopefully in the future he'll get a bit stronger.
And I guess that was the key, his ability to punch up and punch through and take the lead on this first turn.
Yeah, box helped, didn't it?
And it certainly did, but you need a little bit of luck in racing.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
And as we said, the form of this dog has been incredible. Yeah, was racing against She's a Pearl not that long ago, won the Bull Gold Cup beating Wow. To come to this race, he certainly did look a standout, but he's still got to do it on the night.
Yeah, well, he's been racing a lot of good dogs lately, and this race was good for him, I thought.
And are there any thoughts to look at maybe those $1 Million Chase heats in a couple of weeks' time here at Wenny?
Yeah, well, probably. The way it's been staged, it's fairly hard for dogs to get to the country, so I'll most probably have to go along the hard way, yeah.
And he loves it the hard way?
Yeah, he does a bit.
Congratulations on winning the Ultra Sense tonight.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Mick Cowley there with Mark Wilcox, the trainer of Castle Warrior, who takes out race number 3 on the card here at Wentworth Park, the Ultra Sense. $15,000 going to the winner. I am joined by broadcasting royalty, Mr. Paul Ambrosoli. Welcome to Wentworth Park.
Thank you very much indeed, and a very good evening to you, and good evening to everybody here at Wentworth Park, and also at home watching tonight and enjoying everything. I know everybody has said it. It's a wonderful night, the whole box and dice, but it is an outstanding evening, and we've seen plenty of them on Golden Easter Egg night, but I think this one here has thrown up something better than ever before.
Are you giving us a bit of a lead in here? I know it's gold, but it's bordering on yellow as well.
No, it's not. It's golden.
It's gold, golden. Is that right?
Definitely
Sorry,
gold.
I just know the boys are inside with She's a Pearl.
I have... Oh, God, I'm forgetting about that. Yes, of course. I've worn this on Golden Easter Egg night always. I purchased especially for it, and I've worn it each night because the Golden Easter Egg is something I think very, very close to everybody's hearts in greyhound racing, because they know how it started, how it, the embryonic stage and everything else, and it's just kept growing and growing.
It was our first $100,000 race that we had. Tell me, what are your... Look, I've listened to every single one of your replays, your calls of Golden Easter Eggs. Many say that Power to Burn's one of your best calls ever. What did Golden Easter Egg mean to you as a race caller? I know that you never normally got nervous, but...
Oh, no.
You're a little bit on edge coming into a night like this?
Always. I don't care what you say. You're always on edge because you want the race, first of all, you want the race to be a good race. You want it to be a race that everybody expects and have come to see or watching at home to see. That's what you want. And that's the most important factor of the lot. So then you're on edge because you're looking for that aspect. You're on edge because it is a big race. But no, I was always of the opinion that a race is a race, whether it's a maiden, a doon, the datter, or the Golden Easter Egg. That sort of most probably set me aside from a few people, but to me, if I had a runner in it, it was important.
Listen, that is race 8 on the card. Have you got a tip in the egg for us?
Oh, mate, I was on air this morning on the old radio station 2KY, and I was on air, and the question was asked, give us a tip for the Ambrosoli, give us a tip for the Easter Egg, and I said, I don't care what wins as long as it's got NSW alongside of it. I can't help myself.
One of the most parochial New South Welshman of all time. Now listen, the Ambrosoli is a race that they brought in. They named after you back in 2009. It's a Group 3 event. Here's the card. Here's the field, I should say, for race number 6 tonight. The Group 3, the Ambrosoli. Wow gets a start now from box number 7 at $3.90 for Ruth Maddock. And favourite, $4.40 for Boston Garden, a Victorian.
Yes.
$5 for Daph's Ascend, a Victorian.
Yes.
$6.50 Lala Kiwi. I don't have to tell you where that comes from either. Victoria. Who are you tipping to win the race name?
Well, I'll put it this way. Minnie Finn saw me earlier on tonight, and John and Minnie have been friends of my late wife and I for many years, as we care to remember. And she said, John said, now we've won the Collison. He said, we've won the Collison, but we haven't won the Ambrosoli. So on the law of that, I'm cheering Zipping Kurios home out of the 6 box. And of course, Jody has the pink Coast model. So we're leaning to those two there. And of course, the other good friend, Frank Hurst, also has a runner there. So we've got 3 chances for New South Wales. Mate, you get tired of those people who come from the Don't Smile City up here and take
How good was it during COVID when they couldn't come up?
Oh,
we got the lot. Hey, all right, PA, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a great night. I know you're going to see so many friends. Yeah. Let's head trackside. Here's Ronnie Arnold with a presentation for the Ultra.
Come on, Ron.
Lona going head-on-head to the line, and Castle Warrior just keeping the head out to win. Zipping Lopez for Team Mackay back in 3rd spot. All 3 greyhounds certainly got a wonderful future ahead of them. The Ultra Sense, the greyhound that won the very first golden Easter egg for Jimmy Coleman way back in 1990. And the winner is taking the dais, ladies and gentlemen, Castle Warrior. Of course, trained by Mark Wilcox for Glenn McKinley and the team. There's probably 100 years of greyhound racing between Glenn McKinley and Mark Wilcox. They've been wonderful people in the industry for decades. And of course, as I mentioned, Ultra Sense, the winner of the very first golden Easter egg. Representing the Ashore Regional Company. Unfortunately, they got a little illness through the family that many of us have had, and they can't be with us this evening. And Brian Young representing GBOTA, and he knows the people from Ashore Regional very, very well.
Down to here. All right, now we're also going to get on the track.
Take the winner, please. Only on the winner?
Only the winner.
Connections there with Castle Warrior, the winner of race 3 here at Wentworth Park. The listed Ultra Sense Legs checked the dividends, and it paid $1.60 as said with Ladbrokes, smashed by the punters there, $2.50 into $1.60. Lochinvar Lona at $1.60, massive future for that greyhound. Then we've got Zipping Lopez at $1.60. The first 4 ending in number 7 pays $94.30. We've got viewers watching all around the world via our Dogs Facebook page, thedogs.com.au website, and of course to all our punting friends on ladbrokes.com.au. We hope you're enjoying our coverage of what is a showcase presentation here at Wentworth Park. The big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. Race 8 on the card, 8:57 p.m. We'll take a short break. Come back with more after this.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Welcome to the Mitch Beer Show.
The water just, you feel brand new again.
You get her angry and she'll run through a brick wall.
She's a very special horse to a lot of people.
I am searching for that Group 1 win.
She's just aggressive, and that's the way races too.
She's in that elite category.
I live and breathe racing. It's not a job to me.
You always want to be part of it.
There's only two ways to go with this.
He loves what he does and he's just a freak of nature.
He changed my life forever.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Welcome back to Wentworth Park. Trackside, Ronnie Arnold is doing a presentation there. Steve Withers, the trainer of Tommy Shelby, making a presentation to all the trainers in this year's final. Let's head down to Ron.
Been part of history with Team Daly. It's certainly wonderful, and of course Steve Withers with his wonderful greyhound Tommy Shelby. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for these people as they prepare for the next hour to race their greyhound into history.
Okay, there's Brad Keel, Frankie Hurst with box number 7, which is Good Odds Cash. Tommy Savalas is handling number 6, Mitchell Street. Paul Mills, number 5, She's a Pearl. Peter Prosciutto, number 4, Idolize. We've got 3, which is April McKay, who has got fantastic raven. Number 2, Tachycardic, handled by Kayla Jane Coleman, who actually handled Gregoria Bale to win a Golden Easter Egg for the Daily Camp. And of course, box 1 is taken out by Lewis Rumble, trained by Steve Kavanagh. Steve has put the polish on some absolute champions in the past, including Brother Fox. There's Cav, he's a late arrival. He's never late for dinner, I can tell you that. Cav won the 2010 Golden Easter Egg with Cosmic Rumble. And Steve Withers has made the journey across from WA, and as said, it was a memorable Golden Easter Egg last year when Tommy Shelby led, held off Wow. Baroque Night for Steve Keep finished in 3rd spot. And Tommy Shelby etched his name into the record books all around Australia with some sensational wins. And they are the trainers for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. Ronnie Arnold has got Steve Withers with him now.
You can probably reminisce that moment forever.
Yeah, you felt it walking back on course here again tonight. You can feel it's Easter egg night. The history in this place it's just thick, and yeah, it's special. The hair and the back of your neck stands up again.
And of course, Tommy, he's got a new life ahead of him, but you know, you had another crack at trying him get back, but you've decided stumps.
Yeah, he was going great, but he was probably not at his absolute best. That's what he was, and yeah, he's got a big life ahead of him, and yeah, he's too special, so the couch was for him.
When we go home on a Saturday night, we put Canning on. I can see S. Withers still getting a few winners.
Good dogs make trainers look good, yeah.
Anyway, mate, you're a credit to the industry. We thank you for coming across, and again, we'll see you here at an Easter egg somewhere in the future, I can guarantee it.
Yeah, hope so. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Withers, one of the real good blokes in greyhound racing, and he took that greyhound Tommy Shelby all through COVID, right around the country.
Thank you, Ronnie Arnold, there with Steve Withers, and it was a memorable Golden Easter Egg last year. Tommy Shelby, as I said, defeating Wow and Baroque Night. Race 4 on the card is a new race that we've introduced on the GRNSW calendar. It is the Paul Wheeler celebration. Paul Wheeler, unfortunately, passed away last year, a man that shaped the history of Australian breeding as far as the greyhound racing industry is concerned. And you'll see all the Bale dogs, they are all Wheeler bred greyhounds. Paul just had an indelible impression on the industry. We go back to his dad, Alan Wheeler, as well. And I think I saw Jan Wheeler here a little bit earlier tonight. Okay, the market for race number 4 at Wentworth Park. Redeem Our Cash, the favourite, at $3.30. Here's the speed map. We expected to lead off the inside. There'll be pace in the middle there from Dulceraire. Fergie Pepper's got a little bit of toe as well. Then we go out to Sally's Reward from box number 6. She will jump in front of All Knows. She's got early pace. She will want to carve across. And the other speed greyhound here is Susie's Face, who's drawn the extreme outside, currently at $5. So the market there has got Redeem Our Cash favourite $3.40. Our tips from thedogs.com.au. 1 Redeem Our Cash from 5 Zipping Sapporo, 7 All Nose will come from back in the field, and 8 Susie's Face. I've actually tipped the pink here. I thought she might be able to get a nice card across in the early stages, and Susie's Face will exit box number 8. All right, box 1 will be occupied by our favourite here for race number 4, the Paul Wheeler Celebration, trained by Alan Ivers. Redeem Our Cash, 49 starts, 13 wins here at Wentworth Park. It's an 8-time winner, currently at $3.30. Fergie Pepper for Aaron Williams. It's won 3 races here, best time at 30.05 at $19. Dulceria for Matt Halbin in Queensland, I should say. This greyhound has won 10 from 35. Then we go across to number 6 now, and that is Sally's Reward for Vince Spiteri. 9 starts here at Wenny, 3 wins, 4 minors. 7 is All Nose for Tommy Rees. Go back 2 starts, 1 here in a time of 30.11. And then number 8 is Susie's Face for Steve Burgess up at Abermain in the Hunter Valley. 2 starts back, won a grade 4 and 5 at Maitland in 22.43. And then we go back 5 starts. It was a 29.82 winner here at Wentworth Park from box number 8, yet to score in 3 runs. But as I said, Susie's Face has got a ton of early toe. If she can get a nice card across, hopefully off the shoulder of Sally's Reward in that run to the first turn, I think she is certainly a winning chance here. She's into $4.80, now $4.60. The favourite, Redeem Our Cash, gets out to $3.70, $4.80, I should say, about Zipping Sapporo. Sally's Reward, there's been plenty of money here with Ladbrokes, $7.50 into $5.50. As I said, unfortunately, we lost one of the true greats of Australian greyhound racing last year in Paul Wheeler. And it's fantastic to see a race named in his honour. Paul, of course, achieved so much. They bred so many great greyhounds. The likes of, go back just recently, Fernando Bale, Dinah Double One. And there's Paul and Jan Wheeler in the early days. And as I said, they had a magnificent property at the Oaks. They then moved down to near the Young region in New South Wales and set up a magnificent property there. And Jan and son Brendan continue on the Paul Wheeler tradition. Greyhounds being boxed for race 4. This is the inaugural running of the Paul Wheeler Celebration. The favourite wears the red rug. That is Redeem Our Cash. Susie's Face occupies box number 8 as we head upstairs. Here's Matt Jackson.
Redeem Our Cash set, and they're racing now, and she knuckled Redeem Our Cash. Zipping Pearson nailed the start, leads it at the first turn by a length and a half. Sally's Reward. Susie's Face got over into 3rd placing, or there was trouble. Fergie Pepper went down back in the field. Dulceria moved up 4th. They're followed by Redeem Our Cash. Next, Zipping Sapporo, checked out of it, All Nose. Off the back straight now, and Sally's Reward moved up to Zipping Pearson and has taken the lead. Tuning Away, then 2. Running on out wider, Zipping Sapporo. Sally's Reward broke clear late though, and Sally's Reward scored by Tuning Zipping Pearson. 3rd, Zipping Sapporo, and 4th, Dulceria from Susie's Face. Then Redeem Our Cash, All Nose. Fergie Pepper's failed to finish. The time 29.86. Number 6, Sally's Reward, Vincent Spiteri. Bounced well. Ran to the lead coming off the back and has been too strong late. Number 6, Sally's Reward, beats 4, Zipping Pearson. She came out running. She just couldn't resist that finishing power of the winner. 3rd in 5, Zipping Sapporo. She got a long way back, interfered with at the first corner. She's charged into 3rd. And 4th in to number 3, the Queenslander Dulceria. 6-4, 5 and 3, the numbers 6-4, 5 and 3. 1.5 by a half for the margins here. A length and a half by a half, and a time 29.86. 6-4, 5 and 3, a length and a half by a half. 29.86 the time here on the running of race number 4.
Redeem Our Cash blew the start off the inside. That was the end of her chances. Zipping Pearson came out running. There's Sally's Reward, a greyhound, which we said pre-race had been well supported with Ladbrokes, $7.50 into around the $5.50 mark. Susie's Face got a nice card across, but couldn't go on with it. And it was all Sally's Reward in the run home, defeating Zipping Pearson. Third went to number 5, Zipping Sapporo, and 3, Dulceria finished in 4th spot. That is Sally's Rewards' 4th win here at Wentworth Park from 9 starts. 41 wins, 15 career victories. Mick Cowley is trackside now, and I think he has Vince Spiteri with him.
I do indeed. Vince, congratulations. Sally's Reward, congratulations. Well done. Was it a bit of a surprise for you?
It was a surprise. I didn't think that she had a chance to win it. And I know that she's been consistent. I know she's an honest bitch. But when I come to big races like this, I thought she doesn't have a chance. Yeah?
You go back 2 runs in the Easter egg heats. It was a pretty handy run. Didn't have a lot of luck last week, so this kind of set up well for her.
Oh yeah, I mean, I tried her the Tuesday after the meeting at Bolai, and she went really good. And the week before, I couldn't try her anywhere because of the rain. And my property is underwater too. I mean, it's mud everywhere. And so this time I had to go to to Bolai and give her a try in there. But she went all right, and I'm happy with that.
You must have been fairly confident when she got into 2nd place.
Not really, because they are good dogs too, especially Jason. I was worried about Jason Margaret's dog because he have good dogs. But I'm happy that she won it.
And I guess it's a good honour to win a race named after someone like Paul Wheeler as well.
Well, she's from Fernando Bay, and another strong. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna breed. Maybe at least a bit with the straw with her, because I'm getting too old to breed anymore. Yeah.
Vince, you're never too old.
Thanks very much. Anyhow, I better go and find my wife because I think she's fainted in there.
Congratulations, Vince. Well done.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Mick Cowley there with Vince Spiteri, and of course Vince's wife is Mary Spiteri, who owns number 6 Sally's Reward, who takes out the inaugural running of the Paul Wheeler celebration. As said, Redeemer Cash blew the jump off the inside. Zipping Pearson came out running. Sally's Reward got up into 2nd spot down the back straight. Challenged Susie's Face back in 3rd spot, and then Dulceria. But on that top turn, Sally's Reward goes past Zipping Pearson. Look for number 5, Zipping Sapporo, to finish hard into 3rd spot. But it was all number 6, Sally's Reward, who takes out the Paul Wheeler celebration. Here's our sniper cam. And they settle down on the top 2 runners there, and that is Redeem Our Cash, striking trouble in that run of the first turn. And down the back straight. And it was all Sally's Reward as she went past Zipping Pearson to claim her 4th victory here at Wentworth Park. And Sally's Reward now takes her prize money earnings to around about the $50,000 mark, a 15th career win from 41 starts. And what a night to do it here at Wentworth Park on Golden Easter Egg 9. 5, 10 and 170, as I said, they bet $7.50 about Sally's Reward with Ladbrokes.com.au, $2.60 about Zipping Pearson, $2 Zipping Sapporo, the first 4 ending in 3 with Dulceria, pays in excess of $1,061. Races 1 to 4 are done. We, of course, head into the quaddie here at Wentworth Park. Race 8 is the big one. It is the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. Prior to that, we've got the Group 1 Association Cup as well. The new sensation comes up, followed by the Embrasole. It is a champagne night of greyhound racing here at the spiritual home of the Chasers, Wentworth Park.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the TAB $1 Million Chase.
4 in a row for Winks.
I don't know if I can do it again. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah, Zaki, he's got a real spring in his step. He looks amazing.
He's shaping to be one of the best horses of his time.
Yeah, so special.
Just gobsmacked by what he's done so far.
Fantastic.
Very much appreciated that.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
It's Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg night at Wentworth Park, a massive night for the code. So much so, we have a live stream of the entire meeting on the Ladbrokes Facebook page. Simply head to the Ladbrokes Facebook page or the Ladbrokes Facebook story to stay up to date with all of the action. As for the best plays, let's start with race 7, the Group 1 Association Cup for the Stayers. Zipping Kansas, box 5, is an absolute beast. He's only relatively new to the staying ranks, but I think he has the ability to become one of the all-time greats. I would have loved to have seen him drawn underneath at Mapunga Ruby, as she can scout to the centre of the track, but I think Zipping Kansas will begin better this week and prove too good, even from box number 5. To the Golden Easter Egg over the 520 metres, I can't go past She's a Pearl, the star of the series. She's a wonderful greyhound who can burn the candle at both ends of her race. I think she'll run with Idolise for a long way, but I think she'll have a little bit too much power when the whips are cracking late. My third play is at value in race number 9. Greyhound 5, Hyperventilate. Although Mapunga Warrior is clearly the greyhound to beat with a touch of luck, I think Hyperventilate is great value for its small win bet and slightly larger to place. So my 3 plays. Race 7, I'm going with Zipping Kansas. In the Golden Easter Egg, She's a Pearl, just too good. And Hyperventilate, value race 9, number 5. Am I on the right track? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the TAB $1 Million Chase.
In a row for Winks.
I don't know if I can do it again. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah, Zaki, he's got a real spring in his step. He looks amazing.
He's shaping to be one of the best horses of his time.
Yeah, so special.
Just gobsmacked by what he's done so far.
Fantastic.
Very much appreciated that.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Welcome back to Wentworth Park for our showcase presentation of Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Night. We kick off the quaddie with race 5 on the program, and this is the new sensation. It was first run in 2013, won by Charmed Assassin, which was prepared by John and Jane Carruthers. Let's take a look at the market for race number 5. As I said, it kicks off the quaddie here. $3.90 about Doonan, trained by Jodie Lord, who will rug up She's a Pearl in the big one tonight. $3.30 Yuko Girl, $3.70 about Divine Empress, and French Martini at $4. Now, French Martini is prepared by Peter Lagosiani, a trainer who has won 2 of our $1 million chases, and Mick Cowley caught up with Peter earlier tonight.
Joined by Pete Lagagioni, who has French Martini in the new sensation final. Pete, her biggest test to date, how do you think she'll go?
Well, mate, veteran of 3 starts. She's the baby of the field and box 8 to boot. So, you know, there's 3 negatives against her tonight. Look, we know she's got the class. It's all about how she begins on the night. You know, she's up against first graders tonight. So, look, whatever she does tonight, look, she's going to go on bigger and better things this pitch.
After the run at the Gardens, there everyone's talking about near record run. No hesitation to throw her into this series?
No, mate. No, look, you know, there was whispers of her going in the $1 million heats too next week. But no, look, we'll just put her through her grades and just go through the, you know, the stages of racing, you know, with her age classics and that, and then we'll go from there.
Is it fair to say, as you said, box 8, youngest in the field, 3 starts, is whatever she does tonight a bonus moving forward?
Bloody oath, yeah. Yeah, look, it is. Look, we know she's got the class. We know she's got the speed. We know she's got the temperament. She's got everything. This bitch has just got everything. If she puts it together tonight, you're going to see her in the finish, definitely. But, look, there's 7 other quality dogs in the race, and if they put it together, you know, they'll be standing on the podium too. So,
is the key for her to step away?
Certainly is, yeah. From box 8, yeah, mate, look, you know, everybody, some people love box 8 out here, you know. I'm not saying that it won't suit her, but she's got to begin.
Good luck tonight, mate.
We need it. Cheers, guys.
Peter Lagosiani, the trainer of French Martini, a greyhound with enormous promise. Let's take a look at the speed map for the new sensation. We're around 10 minutes off start time. Good odds Emma for Frankie Hurst at $11 from box 6, expected to show pace. Likewise with Doonan. Now, other greyhounds with early toe here. Number 3, Yuko Girl. 4, Divine Empress. At 5, Forever Thankful. And all the way out to number 8, French Martini. So that is the way our speed map looks. Doonan just lost that little bit of early toe in his heat. He had to get onto the fence in the early stages, but then he roared home. He's a greyhound who's a 29.70 winner here at Wentworth Park. So he is ideally drawn tonight in box number 1. We are, as I say, 10 minutes out from start time. Let's go back, have a look at that market for race number 5 on the card. As I said, it kicks off the quaddie. It is followed by the Ambrosoli, then the Association Cup, and then we get to the big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. Doonan at $3.80. Spring Gonzalez for Mick Hardman at $26. $3.30 about Yuko Girl. Divine Empress for Kayla Cottrell, my on-top tip in this race at $3.80. Then we go to number 5, Forever Thankful for Kayla Jane Coleman, who will rug up Takakardik in the big one. Good odds Emma, Frankie Hurst at $11. Impress Dressel, the second of Jodie Lord's runners, at $41. And French Martini at $4. Steve Kavanagh, as I said earlier, a man who has prepared some of the greats in Australian greyhound racing, including the likes of Brother Fox and Smooth Rumble. He also prepared Cosmic Rumble to win the 2010 Golden Easter Egg. Tonight, he will rug up Lewis Rumble, who will step from box 1, and Mick Cowley caught up with Steve earlier.
Joined by Steve Kavanagh. Steve has Louis Rumble in the final of the Golden Easter Egg, drawn box 1. Steve, how's the week been?
Pretty good, really. Weather permitting. Just did the usual things that I do that don't change the routine too much, but everything seems to be fine, yeah.
There's been a lot of talk about that run to the first turn and the speed that's drawn outside in the middle of the field. Where do you hope your bloke is?
Well, push up somewhere near him, otherwise he can't win.
That's the key. He's going to have to be camped pretty much on him, or if not in front of him, isn't he?
Yeah, that's his style of racing. If some of the others find a bit of traffic, he might be able to get up underneath them, hopefully.
You've been in this situation before, a Golden Easter Egg finalist and a winner back in 2010. Do you get nerves at all?
Not so much now. Maybe when I'm walking out there it might be different. There's a lot of noise going on.
Mate, good luck tonight. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve. Cheers, mate. Good luck.
Lewis Rumble will step from box number 1. He's a drifter in the market. He gets out to $8. Tachycardic at $51. Fantastic Raven at $10. Idolise for Peter Prosciutto. Had 4 starts here at Wentworth Park. Unbeaten to date. It's at $5. She's a Pearl, the favourite, at $180. In from $185 after they bet $205 early. Mitchell Street, one of the roughies, at $34. Good Odds Cash at $7.50, and Zara's Ivan for Andrea Daly at $17. Let's take a look at Lewis Rumble winning his semi-final last week. He had box number 2 on this occasion. Had to work really hard in the early stages. The red did fall out, so he was able to get to the fence in that run to the first turn. And Lewis Rumble proceeded then to hold off Good Odds Cash. So Good Odds Cash is in box number 8 there. There she's running third at the moment. Lewis Rumble kicking up, holding the fence. Good Odds Cash, who's only had her 4 runs back from a spell. She comes off his heels in the home straight, but Lewis just had a little bit too much in hand, and he holds off Good Odds Cash. Both those greyhounds, of course, from the semi-finals, first and second, progress through to tonight's big one worth $250,000 to the winner. Lewis Rumble's got an amazing winning record. He's only had around 5 starts here at Wentworth Park. Steve Kavanagh has travelled him all around Australia. He's won some big feature races. He was actually in the New Sensation final here last year, but he finds himself wearing the red rug in the Ladbrokes Group 1 Golden Easter Egg for 2022. Race 5 on the card is the New Sensation final. It kicks off our quaddie. Don't forget, head to ladbrokes.com.au for all our latest markets, all the market movers. You'll see all the betting fluctuations on the Ladbrokes site as well. And the New Sensation was first run in 2013 when it was won by Charmed Assassin. Jack Smith had a great run with this race in 2019. Feral Frankie took it out. It was postponed in 2020 due to COVID, and then in 2021, Jungle Juice set a race record, I should say, of 29:31. Other greyhounds to win this event in 2017, it was Chevy King for Christine Proctor. And then back in 2014, Hooksy, trained by Jimmy and 10-year-old, went 29:36. His winning time in taking out the New Sensation in 2014 was actually 4 lengths faster than what Tonk took to win the Golden Easter Egg on the same night. Okay, here are the tips from thedogs.com.au for race number 5 on the card, the New Sensation. This race worth $40,000 to the winner. Divine Empress on top from French Martini, Yuko Girl and Doonan. So 4, 8, 3 and 1. Our selections for race number 5, the New Sensation. Greyhounds making their way over the dais there, and number 1 is Doonan, trained by Jody Lord, handled by Paul Mills tonight. A greyhound who has got an impeccable record here at Wentworth Park. Doonan has had 6 starts here for 5 wins. He's got a PB of 29.71. He had to work really hard in his heat win where he started from box number 6. He ran 30.08, but as I said, he's a 5-time winner here and he can go much quicker. And currently with Ladbrokes, Doonan is at $3.80. Spring Gonzalez for Mick Hardman ran second behind Yuko Girl in its heat. It's one of the outsiders at $26. Yuko Girl for Sam Sultana, currently at $4.20. Won its heat from box 1 in $29.96. This greyhound's got plenty of early pace. My on-top tip in the New Sensation, number 4, Divine Empress. It's $3.60 with Ladbrokes. It was having its first start at Wentworth Park when it ran $29.94, winning its heat. Forever Thankful for Kayla Jane Coleman, a $51 roughie. It finished second behind Doonan. Then we go to Good Odds Emma for Frank Hurst. 6 starts here, 2 wins, 3 seconds, the best of 29.91. Number 7 is Impress Dressel, the second of Jody Lord's runners. It ran second behind Divine Empress, running 30.18 on the clock. And then we get out to the very promising French Martini. At its first ever race start, it ran 29.22, less than a length outside the track record at the Gardens. It then won the Robert Smith Memorial Maiden there before making its debut here at Wentworth Park when clocking 29.97 from box number 3. Ran a first split of 5.48, but it does draw box number 8 to 9. So money for Doonan off the inside here. Money also for number 4, Divine Empress, and she is my on-top selection. Let's take a look at the market movers with Ladbrokes, and it looks this way. Divine Empress has been well supported, now into $3.40 with laddies after they bet $4.80. A little bit of money here for number 3, Yuko Girl, and also for Doonan. Number 8, French Martini, has drifted in the market. So that's the latest with Ladbrokes. Doonan $4 into $3.80. Yuko Girl $3.60 out to $3.70 and solid. Divine Empress for Kayla Cottrell, a young trainer from Victoria, $4.80 into $3.30. Good Odds Emma $9 out to $11, and French Martini opened at $3.30 all the way out to $5 for the Peter Lagosiani prepared chaser, who, as I said, has had 3 starts for 3 wins. Doonan off the inside box. From box number 1, Doonan has had just the 1 start. He was victorious in that. 29.70 best here at Wentworth Park. 29.71, I should say. He ran that back in late February. As far as PBs go here at the track, 29.81 for Yuko Girl. Then we go down to 29.94 for Divine Empress. 29.91 also for Good Odds Emma, and French Martini running 29.97 in her heat win. $40,000 goes to the winner of this. $8,500 for second. $5,500 for third. It kicks off the quaddie. Don't forget, race 6 on the card is the Group 3, the Ambrosoli. Race 7, the Group 1 Association Cup. And we wrap the quaddie up tonight with the big one, the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. And currently, She's a Pearl hard in the market with laddies at $1.80. She'll start from box 5 in the big one tonight. Greyhounds beside the boxes, behind the boxes now. In fact, they're moving in. Let's head upstairs to call them home. In the first leg of the quaddie, the new sensation, here is Matt Jackson.
French Martini. So the last of them placed in. Green light is turned on. This is race 5, the new sensation. Favourite box 4, Divine Impress. They're set. And they're racing now, and Yuko Girl stepped well, box 3, leads it early, but Divine Impress pounced, got to second, and was within a neck of the leader. Up into third placing now, French Martini onto the rails, 4th, Spring Gonzalez. They're followed by Doonan, next Forever Thankful, Good Odds Emma, and last Impress Dressel. Off the back, Divine Impress went back, cut to the rail, and has hit the lead from Yuko Girl. French Martini 3 lengths away, around the turn. Divine Impress took over, charged away, and it's the Victorians' new sensation. Divine Impress by 3, Yuko Girl. French Martini 3rd, Doonan 4th. They're followed by Good Odds Emma. Next, Forever Thankful, Impress Dressel and Spring Gonzalez. And the time around 29.70. Number 4, Divine Impress, Kayla Cottrell. Takes out the new sensation with a brilliant performance. She jumped well. She quickly got alongside the leader, Yuko Girl, going into the first turn. Then down the back, she just eased off a shade, was able to cut back to the fence. Terrific race smarts. And she stormed up along the rail, race clear, and has won it brilliantly, number 4, Divine Impress. Number 4 first, beats 3, Yuko Girl. 3rd to number 8, French Martini. 4, 3, 8. 4th in number 1, Doonan. 4, 3, 8 and 1 the numbers. 4, 3, 8 and 1. 2.5 by a half in the margins. 2.5 by a half. And the time 29.70. 4, 3, 8, 1. 2.5 by a half. 29.70 the time. Here to the running of race number 5.
Oh, that was a gutsy win from Divine Empress. She checked off heels of Yuko Girl, but she was too strong. 29.70 the time. That is win 12 from start 17. Her trainer, Kayla Cottrell, is trackside now with Mick Cowley.
Joined by Kayla Cottrell, winner of the new sensation there with Divine Impress. Very, very impressive performance.
Yeah, no, very happy. Look, she come out better tonight, and there was just that clear passage going into the first turn, and she just took advantage of it. And down the back there, I thought, just go under the 3, and she got held up a fraction there, but she don't know how to take a hard hit. She's just determined and, yeah, super chaser, so very happy.
For a young dog, she's got great track sense already.
Yeah, she does. Look, she's still learning. She's still very immature, and it's only early stages, so, yeah, no, very happy with 9, and there's plenty more improvement left in her, that's for sure.
She's won some good races down in Victoria. The decision to come up for Target this, was that something that was in the pipeline for a while?
Yeah, look, there was a lot of good races on at the time. You had the launching pad and obviously the Easter egg. They can't all be everywhere, and this was more age restricted, and she's only a baby. There's no point chucking her straight in the deep end. There's next year for that, and yeah, it was more age restricted and just perfect for her, and just take her through the grades, and yeah.
Is there a temptation now with $1 Million Chase just a couple of weeks away?
Oh, look, I won't say yes and I won't say no. We'll just see how she pulls up and we'll go from there, take it day by day.
The fact that she's improved so much in those 2 Wentworth Park starts, that must be pleasing as well. As I said, she's only young. There's a lot of improvement still to come.
Yeah, plenty of improvement. I knew she'd improve on tonight's run. She just had to get that clear run. She does have a tendency to pour a little bit at the front, but she come in a lot cleaner tonight, and yeah, very happy. It'll make the trip down the Hume worthwhile, that's for sure.
That 10-hour trip will seem like half an hour.
Yeah, that's a long trip, but it's even better when you get a winner.
Congratulations, well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Kayla Cottrell there with Mick Cowley, and well done to number 4, Divine Empress. The money heads south to Victoria, but look, she started a $1.50 favourite to win the Sandown Laurels, which Idolize actually won, and Idolize will wear the blue rug in the Group 1 Golden Easter egg tonight. Maybe that's an omen. Yuko Girl led. Divine Empress checked off it at that first turn. French Martini got across into 3rd spot, and then further back to Doonan, who didn't show a lot of pace out of the traps. But Divine Empress cut underneath Yuko Girl. This was a super run to put 29.70 on the clock after striking a trouble on probably 2 occasions. It certainly shows you what sort of class that Divine Empress has got. There's Yuko Girl in box 3 for Sam Sultana. Divine Empress in box number 4. And then we go back to French Martini, but here's our sniper cam of the 2 leaders. And look at Divine Empress get underneath Yuko Girl here, had to really shoulder through. And she roared away in that home straight. And Divine Empress for Kayla Cottrell, and owned by Dwayne Dalton. And Divine Empress is a greyhound by Barcia Bale out of Suffragette. Suffragette was trained by Steve White, and Suffragette won a launching pad at Sandown Park. All right, Divine Empress pays $3.20 and $1.80. Yuko Girl at $2.20. French Martini at $1.20. Quinella pays $8. The Exacta at $14.20. The Trifecta $61. The first 4 $183.70. That is race 5 kicking off the quaddie here at Wentworth Park. We're going to take a short break and come back with a whole lot more on our showcase presentation of Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Night.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the TAB $1 Million Chase.
Four in a row for Winks.
I don't know if I can do it again. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah, Zaki, he's got a real spring in his step. He looks amazing.
He's shaping to be one of the best horses of his time.
Yeah, so special.
Just gobsmacked by what he's done so far.
Fantastic.
Very much appreciated that.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
5 down, 5 to go. Race 6 on the card is the Ambrosoli. Race 7, the Group 1 Association Cup. Race 8, the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. I am joined by the Chief Operations Officer of Greyhound Racing New South Wales, Wayne Billett. Nice to see a good crowd in.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Duke. It's a really nice atmosphere on track. They've got all the music going and people have got a real buzz about them. And, you know, the quality of racing sort of makes all that a bit of attraction, so it's great to see.
And look, we've been devoid of interstate raiders over the last couple of years, obviously due to COVID. Divine Empress from Victoria takes out the new sensation, but it adds so much to the race fields and to the quality of the racing that we have.
Yeah, it certainly does, Mark. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Is you want the best racers to attract the best dogs, and that's what these sort of events do. And, you know, the last couple of years has been a real challenge for everyone, but tonight we've seen a culmination. People can get back travelling. We've got them from Queensland, Victoria, and that, which is absolutely fantastic.
And of course, Greyhound Racing in New South Wales, we are going ahead in absolute leaps and bounds. First things first, tomorrow, Sunday, Broken Hill Cup. And we had our first ever TAP meeting, our first ever televised meeting from Broken Hill last Sunday. We have the Broken Hill Cup on tomorrow, $10,000 to the winner. Not only that, they get a golden ticket into a semi-final of the $1 Million Chase. Tell us about the background of building up our most remote greyhound track in New South Wales.
Yeah, Mark, you know what? Full credit to Regan Edgecombe and the committee out there at Broken Hill. I mean, they're so isolated, so it's obviously very hard to attract people in racing. They plug away with their 6 races every couple of weeks, and for us it's a really important part of our industry, and I think that Greyhound Racing New South Wales has shown over the last few years it is about our entire industry. We've been very focused on regional, and Broken Hill's been an important part of that, and the club for some time have been trying to get a TAB race, and you know what? How exciting is it for them? I mean, on Golden Easter Egg weekend, Broken Hill Cup, for us, that's exactly what it's all about.
I can't wait to get there. I'll be trackside tomorrow night for the Cup at Broken Hill. I will have fun, don't you worry. We'll do a little bit of work on the night, but no, we'll have fun. And again, that leads into our $1 Million Chase Carnival. Now, this year we have 2 $1 million to the winner races. An enormous effort because GRNSW could have banked the money from last year, but you said, no, let's spend it. Let's put 2 races on this year.
Exactly. Well, it's the participants. It's all about the participants, Mark. That's, you know, at the end of the day, that's what we all aspire to do, is to reward and give our participants the best opportunity. So, you know what, you're right, we could have done that, but it was really important that we still run the race. The race has got its place now in the calendar, and we need to continue that. And we're lucky we had a little bit of a window between sort of, you know, the egg and because the group racing calendar itself is pretty jam-packed, so there's a bit of an impact there, but we've been able to squeeze it in this time, and you know what, bring it on.
Now, we go back a few weeks. Dubbo was the focal point of greyhound racing in New South Wales, and pretty much for Australia. We had the inaugural running of the Country Classic, the world's richest middle distance event. Shannon Knoll entertained the locals, massive crowd on course. Just a return to the old days, basically, was how people described it.
It was, Mark, and I was lucky to be trackside for that. It's something that, again, something regional, but you know what? It was great to go to a venue with a real buzz about it, and full credit to Shane Stiff and Courtney and all the crew out at Dubbo. They really just put the edge on that night. They really just made it what it was. The locals supported it in their droves. You know what? It was bloody fantastic. You know what? For me, that's what racing's about. And sometimes, given what's happened over the past few years, we haven't been able to enjoy that. So it was really nice for people to be able to enjoy being trackside, some really good racing, and you know, catching up with old friends and all that sort of stuff. And I think people forget that sometimes.
Wayne, of course, we have the world's richest sprint race, the $1 Million Chase, coming up. We now have the world's richest middle distance race, the Country Classic. We also have the 7:15, the world's richest distance race. That comes up in early June at the Gardens.
Yeah, Mark, we've been really lucky in that regard. We've made a real focus on establishing ourselves as a real robust racing destination or jurisdiction, and those races are a culmination of that, and it's good. And obviously there's some other things that we can still look forward to do, which we will do over time, but it's exciting for us and for the participants. We've come a long way, the journey, the participants and the industry's been on the journey, and this is the reward that we've been able to do by hanging in there, getting the rewards that we can get. it's exciting times.
Now, we also have the full hand. We love being the world's biggest, don't we, at Greyhound Racing New South Wales? As said, the $1 Million Chase, the Country Classic, the 7:15. We now have the world's richest short course race. It's an event called the Thunderbolt. The final will be held at Grafton in early June, mid-June. $75,000 to the winner. And again, it's rewarding those greyhounds that race over that 300, 350, 388 metre trip. They now make up a lot of our races on a weekly basis.
They do, Mark, and it's really important that we try and look after each component of our industry. And you're right, you make a really good point, is that the short course racing, I'm a bit of a traditionalist, and I like the 500, 600, 700s. I get that, but you know what, the world's changed, and it is what it is. The short course racing is really important to a lot of people. It's generated a group of people that have been able to invest and continue to invest in the industry. So for us, that's part of the journey as well.
Have a look at that for a calendar, Wayne. We've got the 7:15 on the 11th of June, the Thunderbolt the 19th of June in July. Two big Group 1s here, the Vic Peters, the Peter Mossman. The Nationals are here at Wentworth Park in late August. Then we're into our second $1 Million Chase, and then back to Dapto, your home track, for the Group 1 Dapto Megastar. I've got to say, we have had great support from the government, haven't we?
Yeah, it has. At the end of the day, it's really important. They've put, they've invested in some of our tracks and infrastructure, and I think Grafton's a real showcase for that, Mark. That they supported what we wanted to do, and to be honest, Grafton has been absolutely outstanding for our industry for a whole number of reasons. But the government backed us. We've built it, and what that will do, it leads us on to the next phases in that regard. So there will be further, we will be doing further projects of that nature into the future. So that's really exciting for us as well.
Of course, racing is one side of our business at Greyhound Racing New South Wales. We also conduct a very, very strong Greyhounds as Pets program. We've got National Adoption Day coming up, and we've recently bought, is it 3 or 4 properties? I tell you, the rivers of gold are flowing into Greyhound Racing New South Wales, but we've bought, properties to house retired racers and greyhounds who don't make it on the track.
Correct, Mark, and welfare is a really big component of our industry now. It's really important that we get that part of it right, and the Greyhound Racing New South Wales board have seen that and invested heavily. So you're right, we bought a property up the Upper Hunter, which we're going through a DA process at the moment. We bought 2 properties back side by side out at Londonderry, which is the Gap home now, and we'll be having some more information about that shortly. So it's really important that we had a footprint and a focus on that from an industry point of view. So that's going along nicely, and the Gap team do a great job. As you say, they're at the Easter show now for a couple of weeks, then the National Adoption Day. COVID's restricted some of the movement around the place, but they're getting out and about, and they do a great job. Sometimes a bit of the unsung heroes of our industry, some of that sort of stuff, but a really important component.
It is, and as you said, welfare and integrity is paramount now. We've got a very, very strong strategy in place as far as looking after our greyhounds. And if you are ever thinking about getting a greyhound, I tell you this, they are the most lovable, compassionate animal. They'll take over your couch, and that's about where they'll stay. But they are a beautiful animal to have as a pet.
They are, Mark, and I can test them out about taking over your couch, because I have one at home that does exactly the same thing. So, they are great pets. They just really assimilate into our, from a personal point of view, into our family environment. Like, just walked in, it's been absolutely fantastic. Great for our kids and stuff. So, honestly, I couldn't speak highly enough of that process and what they bring to our family.
I've got to say, have you ever seen Greyhound Racing New South Wales and our adoption programs looking as good as what we do in 2022?
No, Mark, I think it's been a culmination of a lot of work from a lot of people across our industry. Do you know what I mean? From whether it's participants, clubs, Greyhound Racing New South Wales, GWIC, GBHA, whoever it is. As a collective, we've had to work together very hard to do that, and I think we've done that, and the results are coming out now. Whether it's through gap and rehoming, through racing, whatever it is, it's been a real industry effort.
All right, I know you don't punt. You're not allowed to punt.
No, I'm the worst punter in the world, I can tell you.
Have you got a tip for us in the Golden Easter Egg? And also, what about the Association Cup?
I'm going to go for Zipping Kansas in the Association Cup, and I know that's last week. I know he got beat and he was the red hot favourite, but I think tonight he'll atone. And Louis Rumble in the egg. I think there's been a lot of talk about all the speed, etc. So I think that might just give Louis a bit of a chance to just be able to sneak through where he needs to. And, at about 8 or 10 to 1, I think he's probably pretty good value.
Wayne Billett, COO of Greyhound Racing New South Wales. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's a great night.
Pleasure, and it's absolutely great to be here, and your fingers crossed for a safe race.
All right, let's take a look at the market for the Ambrosoli, which is race number 6 on the card. $3.80 about the reserve runner, Wow, who will now start from box number 7. Boston Garden for Jeff Britton at $4.40. $5.50 Daph's Ascend. Lala Kiwi, Andrea Daly at $7. Massive overs this greyhound, who won the Group 1 Australian Cup. I know her last couple of runs here haven't been her best, but she can improve tonight. Ties the bind for Frankie Hurst at $8.50. Sippy Tesla, another of Andrea Daly's runners, at $18. Zipping Kyrgios for John and Minnie Finn at $6.50. He's got a 29.37 PB here. Then we go to Wow, who ran second in the Golden Easter Egg last year at $3.80. And Coast Model for Jodie Lord at $11. Let's see how the speed map looks for race number 6 on the card. Ties the bind, will show pace. I don't think it'll be that far in front, but Coast Model's also got tow from the outside box. Boston Garden off the inside. His PB here of 29.79 came from box number 1 back in the National Derby Series here in January. I have put number 9, Wow, on top. Let's take a look at what the form expert at thedogs.com.au has come up with. He's gone with the Victorian, and that is 1 Boston Garden from Zipping Kyrgios, Lala Kiwi, and number 9, Wow. So that is race 6, the Ambrosoli, coming up here at Wentworth Park. One of the interesting runners is number 6, Zipping Kyrgios, prepared by Johnny and Minnie Finn. He took out the Country Classic at Dubbo just a few weeks back, and Mick Cowley caught up with Queen Minnie a short time back.
Joined by Minnie Finn. Minnie has Zipping Kyrgios in the Ambrosoli, the consolation of the Golden Easter Egg. Minnie, how's he been this week?
Yeah, no, he's been real good. He's on his toes and freshened up a bit. I think he's going to run a good race tonight.
Wasn't a bad run in the egg semis last week. You know, a bit of luck he could have been in the final.
Yeah, no, when he was going to make his run down the back, a dog shifted out on him and gave him a bit of trouble, and then he only got beat a length and a half. We thought it was a real good run.
He's freshened up since the 600 at Dubbo. Yeah, that was an impressive win there. Now he's back to the 500. He seems to be getting a bit of that speed back as well.
Yeah, we're hoping he shows a bit more tonight, and we're backing him up at Gosford on Tuesday. He's drew the 1 for the $1 million chase, and yeah, it'll come back.
Box 6 tonight, any worry?
It is a worry, but he had the 7 last week and nearly got across, so he's feeling a lot better this week.
Good luck tonight. Another consolation. He did win the Collison, so fingers crossed another one tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to win the Ambrosoli. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Minnie.
Minnie Finn there with Mick Cowley. Zipping Kyrgios, as I said, he's got a PB here of 29.37. Look, he is rocks or diamonds at the box rise. If he comes out and gets a clear run, he is one of the fastest dogs in this race, along with number 9, Wow, who will start from box 7. And Wow holds the call with favourite punters at ladbrokes.com.au, currently at $3.80. $4.40 about Boston Garden, $5.50 Daph's Ascend. $6.50 about Zipping Kyrgios, $7 Lala Kui, $8.50 about Ties That Bind. Then the only runners in double figure odds there, Coast Model at $11 and Zippy Tesla at $18. We're 10 minutes off start time to the Group 3, the Ambrosoli. And of course this will be followed by the first of our Group 1 events tonight, and that is the Group 1 Association Cup Final. And Zipping Kansas, all the rage at $1.95. Mapunga Ruby beat him fair and square last week. She is at $4. $5.50 about Super Estrella. And Stanley Road, the defending champion, he comes up with box number 1. He is at $10. How does the market look for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg with Ladbrokes? Well, it looks like this. She's a Pearl at $1.80 after they bet $2.05 earlier this week. Idolize at $5. $7.50 about Good Odds Cash, a sprinkling of money for her. She was $8.50 earlier today. And then Lewis Rumble at $8. Idolize, of course, for Peter Prosciutto will start from box number 4. This greyhound has had 4 starts here at Wentworth Park. She is undefeated in all 4, including taking out the Group 1 National Futurity in January this year. But she's a Pearl, the dominant favourite with Ladbrokes for Race 8, the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Final. and that is 8:57 on the card here at Wentworth Park. The crowd is building here at Wenny in front of the big one. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back with lots more right after this.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the TAB $1 Million Chase.
4 in a row for Winks.
I don't know if I can do it again. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah, Zaki, he's got a real spring in his step. He looks amazing.
He's shaping to be one of the best horses of his time.
Yeah, so special.
Just gobsmacked by what he's done so far.
Fantastic.
Very much appreciated that.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
And we are around 1 hour away from finding out who will etch their name into the record books, taking out the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg for 2022. We're up to race 6 on the card, which is the Group 3 Ambrosoli. We were lucky enough to be graced with a presence a little bit earlier in our presentation by the great one himself, Mr. Paul Ambrosoli, who is just to my right, enjoying himself at the function, catching up with so many of his great friends. All right, let's take a look at the runners as they're about to come onto the track for the Ambrosoli. This was first run in 2013. It was renamed the Ambrosoli in 2009, I should say, after our greatest ever race caller. The race record of 29.47 was clocked by Ritza Hattie in 2014. In 2021, it was taken out by Lakeview Water. Jamela Jet in 2019. 2013, Spud Regis, and in 2010, it was Sindine Shelby. All right, the market with ladbrokes.com.au, as I said, with Wow now getting a start from box 7. He holds the call at $3.80, but there's been good money for Boston Garden late. It's $4.80 into $4.40, back out to $4.80 now. Daff's Ascend at $6.50. Lala Kiwi in a touch, $7 to $6.50. Ties the bind. They bet $12 early, now into $7. Zippy Tesla are drifted to $18. Zipping Kyrios likewise, $4 out to $6.50, back into $6. Coast Model, $18 into $11, so support for the Jody Lord train runner there. And then we go to Wow, number 9. He opened at $4.20, now at $3.70. Greyhounds making their way to the presentation days here at Wentworth Park for race 6, the Ambrosoli. And we are around about 4 minutes off start time. Number 1, Boston Garden. 4 starts here at Wenny for 1 win. A best time of 29.79. Came from box 1 in a heat of the Group 1 National Derby Series. Daff's Ascend for Andrea Daly. 3 starts here, just the one placing, currently priced at $5. Ran 4th in a semi of the egg last week behind Lewis Rumble. Lala Kiwi, the Group 1 Australian Cup winner. She also finished unplaced in the Perth Cup after setting the time standard in the heats of that event. Ties the bind for Frankie Hurst, a 7-time winner here. Zippy Tesla, another of Andrea Daly's runners at $19. Zipping Kyrios, King Kyrios for Queen Minnie. He's a 12-time winner here with a flying 29.37 best. There's Wow for Danielle Maddock, currently at $3.90. Wow's had 22 starts here for 10 wins, 7 minors. And Coast Model for Jody Lord, who will rug up She's a Pearl in the big one. Coast Model is currently at around the $10 mark with ladbrokes.com.au. Coast Model, she's run 29.58 here. She's run a flying first split. I'm with Wow now that he's got the start from box 7. He does need to miss Coast Model at the jump because she's got plenty of early toe and she does want to edge across to the rail in that run to the first turn. But Wow, a 10-time winner here from 22 starts. His PB of 29.38 came during the Golden Easter Egg Series last year. He finished second in the final behind Tommy Shelby. And Wow is a desperate wide runner. He loves to use plenty of the track. He's a big white and brindle dog. You'll see him ease up the track in that back straight. All right, let's take a look at the market mover with ladbrokes.com.au, and it is Wow. $4.50 they bet early about him. We got the start. He's into $3.80. Wow's record from box number 7. He's had 5 starts for 4 wins. From box 6, he's had 8 starts for 6 wins. So he is desperate for the outside. Ties that bind has also been found by punters. They did bet $12 at laddies.com.au. He's now into around that $7 quote as well. Boston Garden off the inside draw. And Boston Garden currently around $4.80 into $4.40, now back out to $4.50. Daff's Ascend at $8. Lala Kiwi. Look, I thought it was a knockout runner in this race at odds. It was Lala Kiwi. As I said, we haven't seen her at her best here at Wentworth Park, but she's the reigning Group 1 Australian Cup champion, a 29.6 run at Kennington in the heat of the Perth Cup. She's not to be dismissed. Ties that bind, 12s into $7.50. Zipping Kyrgios, $4 out to $6. Will learn his fate shortly after box rise. If he gets a clear run, he can run any of these greyhounds down. Coast Model, $18 into $10, and Wow, it is the favourite with ladbrokes.com.au, $4.20 into $3.90 into $3.80 now, and it will start from box number 7. Wow has won 31 of 57 starts. As I said, he ran second in the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg last year behind Tommy Shelby. Starts from box number 7 tonight. This is the Group 3 Ambrosoli. It's worth $25,000 to the winner. It was won last year by Lakeview Walter, a Victorian trained greyhound who will win the 2022 renewal. Matt Jackson will tell us more.
For 80 Boston Garden, $5.50 Zipping Kyrgios. $7 Daff's Ascend, $7.50 Lala Kiwi. They're set to run. Race 6, the Ambrosoli, they're ready. And they're racing now. Boston Garden bombed it down on the inside and away fast. Lala Kiwi looking for the lead. Daff's Ascend pushed through and they collided. Down and out, Zipping Kyrgios through the pennant. Lala Kiwi's found the lead. Zippy Tesla's right there to strike a length away second. Daff's Ascend in third, then Boston Garden. They're followed by Coast Model, ties that bind. And Wow to the home turn. It's still Lala Kiwi kicking 2 lengths in front. The kennel mate Zippy Tesla to the outside. It's Lala Kiwi from Zippy Tesla. Lala Kiwi beats Zippy Tesla by a neck. Third in Daff's Ascend. It's a daily trifecta. Fourth in Boston Garden. They're followed home by Coast Model, ties that bind. Wow. Zipping Kyrgios safely into the pen. At the time, 29.94. Number 3, Lala Kiwi for Andrea Daly. Beats the kennel mates Zippy Tesla and Daff's Ascend. Well, it got breathtakingly tied into the first turn. Lala Kiwi and Daff's Ascend. They didn't give an inch. Lala Kiwi, she found the lead, and then all of a sudden Zippy Tesla was right there on her back. And he all of a sudden was probably the one you wanted to be on, but she found something mid-race, Lala Kiwi. She got away, and she's done enough to see it through. Number 3, Lala Kiwi. What a star she's been. Runner-up in the Melbourne Cup last year. Winner of the Australian Cup only a month ago. She takes out the Ambrosoli tonight. Beats 5 Zippy Tesla. Third, 2 Daff's Ascend, and fourth, 1 Boston Garden, who's done a good job after being very slow to begin. 3, 5, 2 and 1 the numbers. 3, 5, 2 and 1. It's a neck by 2 1/4. The margins are neck by 2 1/4. And the time is 29.94. 3, 5, 2, 1, a neck by 2 1/4. 29.94. Here to race number 6 tonight.
All right, Lala Kiwi there. Look at this as they get to the first turn. Lala Kiwi edges out Daff's Ascend. Zipping Curios took a tumble, but I can tell you he did make it safely into the catching pen at the end of the race. Wow, nearly hit the 700 boxes there down the back straight. But Lala Kiwi settles in front here from Zippy Tesla. And then we have Daff's Ascend, but she pulled out plenty in the run home. And as I said, pre-race, probably hadn't seen her at her best, but we did see her at her best tonight, running 29.90 to win the Group 3 Ambrosoli. Let's head trackside. Here's Mick Cowley.
I'm joined with Brad Keel. Brad, congratulations. 1, 2, 3 for the Daily Kennel.
Yeah, a bit better luck this week than the last few weeks. Hadn't been able to get a winner. They'd been all around that. But, yeah, tonight finally got something go our way.
And she showed a true form tonight. Once she got to the front, she just didn't want to be run down.
Yeah, I'm glad she won. Her and the kennel mate tried to clean each other up, Daff. But, yeah, so she's pretty quality. And she's won around 700,000. You don't get that from being an average conveyance.
As you said, Australian Cup win not too long ago. Easter egg, she just had no luck last week.
Yeah, she didn't. But that's the way it goes. The kennel mate Sarah's Ivan ran second and kept her out. But yeah, that's just what happens. You're racing against dogs that are good, and the difference is you're not in Melbourne on your home track. You've got to come up here and race on the New South Wales track, and that really does make a big difference, vice versa.
You mentioned Zara's Ivan in the Easter egg. Not a lot has been spoken about Zara's Ivan. What's the kennel feeling?
He's drawn the wrong side of the track. That's the feeling.
You're in there, you're a chance.
Yeah, you'll need more than luck.
Congratulations on 1, 2, 3 in this.
Thank you.
Brad Keel there, handling for Andrea Daly, and there is Lala Kiwi. On the inside of it is Daff's Ascend. Trouble at the first turn. King Curios comes down, but thankfully he got straight back up onto his feet. And down the back straight, it's Lala Kiwi, hitting speeds of around that 63 kilometres an hour, now up to 65 as she accelerates into that top turn. Zippy Tesla on her back, Daff's Ascend back into third spot, and then Boston Garden. But 1, 2, 3 to the champion trainer of Andrea Daly. And the Victorians, well, they took out the new sensation with Divine Empress. They've taken out the Ambrosoli. They've got Mapunga Ruby and Hank the Hustler in the Association Cup. And, of course, they've got a strong hand in the Group 1 Golden Easter egg. There's Wow. We saw him run very wide down that back straight. He did strike trouble on that first turn as well, but he nearly hit the 700 boxes. And Lala Kiwi, $659,000 in prize money. Second in the Melbourne Cup. She took out the Group 1 Australian Cup. She was the fastest qualifier into the Perth Cup just a couple of weeks back. She's been a terrific chaser for the Dailies. Lala Kiwi takes out the Group 3 Ambrosoli, and that, of course, leads us into the first of our Group 1 events here at Wentworth Park tonight. It is the Group 1 Association Cup over the 720 metres. Let's take a look at the market, courtesy of ladbrokes.com.au. Zipping Kansas is $1.95 in favourite. Mapunga Ruby at $4. Super Estrella at $5.50. The only other runner at double figures or less is number 1 Stanley Road, who is the defending champion. Of course, he took out this event in 2021. This Association Cup was first run way back in 1965. It was taken out by Blue Autumn on that occasion. Originally run at Harold Park. It moved to Wenty here in 1988. In 2002, it became part of the Golden Easter Egg Carnival. Sweet It Is holds the race record at 41.78. She said that when winning in 2014. Some of the winners of the Association Cup, some of the greats. Zoom Top in 1968 and 70. Ragsley in 1972 for the great trainer Paul Cucci. 1987, the champion Victorian stayer Boltreese. Miata in 2012. 4-time Group 1 winner Space Star in 2015. And as I said, Stanley Road took it out in 2021, and he will he will start from box 1 and wear the red rug in this year's event. 8:30 massive overs. 8:30 about Lala Kiwi and 250. 380 Zippy Tesla, 250 Daff's Ascend. The Andrea Daly trifecta pays $286.10. And another Victorian, number 1 Boston Garden, finished in 4th spot, and that first 4 paid $2,006. So they are the dividends for the Group 3, the Ambrosoli, and it was an all-Victorian affair. Lala Kiwi getting the cash. Runners making their way back to the presentation days. Brad Keel with number 8, and that is number 3, I should say, Lala Kiwi. Runners are about to get back and be rewarded for their efforts tonight. There's Deb Coleman. And let's head down to our presentation dais. Ronnie Arna will pick it up in just a moment. This is the presentation for the Group 3, the Ambrosoli.
You run, they run.
Okay, folks, we're about to do a very special presentation that's been part of greyhound racing here on Golden Easter Egg Night for a decade or more. It is the race we call the Ambrosoli. It was only about 3 days ago. A couple of race callers were on the television. And one of them, Terry Bailey, one of the most successful callers in Victoria these days, he said, he quoted, "When I wanted to start race calling, my God was Paul Ambrosoli." And that's a big rap when you consider that the John Tapps and the Ian Craigs were calling when Terry was a youngster. We were always privileged in greyhound racing to have Paul Ambrosoli. For the 4 or 5 decades he was part of it, he didn't tip many winners, we brushed that aside, but the race calling was second to none. And it's always wonderful to have him here trackside. Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you please to put your hands together for Mr. Paul Ambrosoli.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I came out here this evening and I was on here this morning and the question was asked, who did you think was going to win the Ambrosoli? I said, I don't really mind as long as it ends with NSW. But unfortunately, first, second and third were those damn Victorians. And they've come up again to take our prize. But still at all, they're not bad blokes if you like bad blokes along the way. It's great to see you both running first, second and third anyway. And the handlers are all here doing a splendid job. Hello, mate.
Hey, Paul.
Not doing good badly. This is a new caper for you.
Oh, I've been doing it a while now.
Yeah, I reckon. Now look, on behalf of the GBOTA and everybody in greyhound racing, to the Daly clan who have been so successful here at Wentworth Park in the past and again tonight in taking out this particular event, we congratulate them on the victory. It's always a privilege for me to come here to Wentworth Park. Yes, greyhound racing was my life for many, many years, and it still is, and something that I enjoy greatly, and I'm always pleased to be here on Golden Easter Egg Night, and I can only hope that the GBOTA in the years to come continue to invite me. Moreover, I hope I'm still here to come along. That's the main thing, isn't it? Congratulations to the Daly clan. Take the golden prize. Take it home and remember the night as one that you had profound success at, because you only get success out of hard work, and that's what the Dalys do with all of their greyhounds, and it's a large camp indeed. Thank you very much and congratulations, and thanks to the GBOTA.
Well done, PA, and congratulations to Team Daly, first, second and third in this version of the Ambrosoli.
There is the great man, Paul Ambrosoli, the greatest greyhound race caller of all time. That's not just my opinion. That is the opinion of so many people within the industry. And there's Debbie Coleman handling the winner, Lala Kiwi, for Andrea Daly. And that, of course, leads us into the first of our Group 1s. It is the Association Cup run over the 720 metres. Ladbrokes, I can tell you with laddies at the moment, Mapunga Ruby, $3.90 out to $4, and Rock Solid. And Zipping Kansas, $1.95. Hasn't budged off that mark. $10 about the defending champion, and that is Stanley Road. And the expected early leader, number 2, Super Estrella, is at $5.50. Let's say we've got 2 Group 1s to be decided tonight. $75,000 to the winner of the Association Cup. $250,000 to the winner of the Golden Easter Egg. We've got those 2 big events coming up very shortly.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Intensity.
They're racing. I'm getting too excited. You've broken the confidence meter.
Very elegant. How good is she?
Keep backing her, you'll just keep getting money. Listen to me.
Call it what you want.
Do I use the M word? Moral. You want to wind back time and do it all over again.
It's F1 Utopia.
Let fast horses run fast.
Today is the day.
It's got to be canned.
Exactly.
Well, go. Running super. The greatest of the great.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
We've got history.
The first semi of the Golden Easter Egg, favourite box 3. And they're racing, and Idolise, she exploded away and led it by 3 lengths at the judge. Idolise down the back, she leads it by 2 at the home turn. It's Idolise still 2 lengths in front. Zara's Ivan makes no impression. Idolise does it all the way.
Box 4 for Idolise. Look, it's not great, but it's not as bad. Having drawn inside on She's a Pearl, I think makes it a bit better. But she's just got to do everything right again next week.
Semi number 2. And they're racing now. They're getting well wide out here. Dash Sasan, good odds cash out quickly. And Lewis Rumble punched hard up along the rail. Around the turn, it's Lewis Rumble 3/4. Good odds cash gets her chance. Lewis Rumble finds Lewis Rumble. Beat good odds cash.
How is the confidence after tonight's heat, Frank?
Mate, she's a great bitch. She can win any race she goes in, but she gets handicapped with the box rule all the time. Just bad luck.
Semi number 3, and they're set to run. And they're racing now. Fantastic Raven away just fairly down on the inside. Mitchell Street out fast, carves over, leads at the first corner from Fantastic Raven. Off the back straight, it's still Mitchell Street. A length into half in front. Fantastic Raven comes back at Mitchell Street, and Fantastic Raven beat Mitchell Street.
She's a Pearl. Is that the one to beat?
Oh, bloody oath. She pings the lids, it's all over, but there's a bit of speed in there, like Idolise. Mitchell Street's going to be coming across. It's going to be a bit of a jam. We got box 3 and we're happy with that.
She's a Pearl. Bounces from box number 2. They're ready. And they're racing now, and she jumped fast. She's a Pearl. She'll spear forward. She'll lead it early from Tachycardic into second place. But around the home turn, it's all She's a Pearl. 8 in a row, and the favourite for the egg final next week.
You dream of this, Mark. It's our second egg with Crash Bandicoot. Now She's a Pearl, but this is a realistic chance here. I didn't want to draw underneath Idolise. To be outside of her is fantastic. She looks bomb-proof out of the lid, so hopefully we get clear running, we can chase her, and it's just game on up the back, but we're allowed to dream.
All right, race number 7 on the card, the Association Cup, the first of our Group 1s here at Wentworth Park. It is due to go at 8:27 p.m, so we are around about 10 minutes off start time. to this time-honoured event that, as I said, has first run way back in 1965 at Harold Park. $4 about Mapunga Ruby, $1.95 Zipping Kansas. Mapunga Ruby beat Zipping Kansas in its heat last week. Super Estrella was the other heat winner, running 42.10. It's currently $5.50 tonight. $10 Stanley Road. And the speed map, well, question mark about Zipping Kansas. He blew the jump last week. He can't afford to do that tonight. Stanley Road certainly will not lead. Stanley Road will be out the back early. The pace will come from Super Estrella and also Mapunga Ruby. They're the two real hot greyhounds out of the boxes. Zipping Kansas, look, he's a 29.40 winner here over the 520 metres. 41.57 on debut at this track over the 720. But his box manners are the big query. Mapunga Ruby, a Group 1 winner. She won the Summer Distance Plate here earlier this year. Super Estrella only having had her first 700 here last week for more than 3 months. Thedogs.com.au, they've stuck with Zipping Kansas. They've gone 5, 4, 1 and 2. Zipping Kansas in front of Mapunga Ruby, Stanley Road and Super Estrella. I'm sticking with Mapunga Ruby. I thought a heat win here last week was terrific. She ran 41.64 earlier this year when winning the Summer Distance Plate. And Mick Cowley caught up with the trainer Jeff Britton a little bit earlier tonight.
Joined by Jeff Britton. Jeff has 2 runners in the Association Cup final. Jeff, how's the week been for the pair of them?
Yeah, look, it's been good. They're both bright and things have been pretty normal.
Mapunga Ruby last week, pretty impressive performance. Zipping Kansas loomed on her shoulder. I think most people would have thought he'd have gone past her, but she really showed a lot of ticker.
Yeah, look, it surprised me with the way he ran up to her, and as you say, she did kick, and I was really happy with her run. It's a shame it wasn't the final. So.
I guess you'd be expecting the same sort of thing this week from her.
Well, we're hoping, but the thing is about it, she mightn't be able to lead this time because you got a lot stronger field and in depth-wise. So I'm just hoping she can be close on the lure and hopefully get there.
She's been a fantastic performer, hasn't she? Just keeps bobbing up in these big races, these big staying races.
Yeah, look, she's been probably running around for probably 10 months now in staying races, and they always have their ups and downs, and I just think she goes well here, which is a bonus.
What about Hank the Hustler? Certainly a chance in this race as well.
Yeah, look, he goes well here too, and I think last week his momentum was taken out of him when he tried to get round a dog, and he would have finished a lot closer to the winner of that race. So look, he goes well. He wants inside, so he's close to there.
Good luck with the pair of them tonight.
No worries, thank you.
And he is an each-way hope, Hank the Hustler, but obviously Jeff has a preference for Mapunga Ruby. She goes very well here at Wentworth Park. She served it up to Zipping Kansas last week in the sense that she led. He sat off her. He couldn't run her down. He was a little bit fresh. Jason Magri told us that pre-race last week. Just depends what happens in the first 100 metres tonight. Where will Zipping Kansas end up? Where will Mapunga Ruby land? Anywhere up near the lead. Super Estrella from box 2, of course, has got a ton of early pace, and she had her first 700, as said, for 3 months last week. She came out running. She ran 42.10, but she can improve on the clock. Number 2, Zipping Super Estrella, I should say. Zipping Kansas, or the Zipping Dogs we've got. Zipping Novak, of course, if you're just joining us, won the Group 3 Magic Maiden, the first event on the card tonight. Just some of the crowd here at Wentworth Park. I've got a function just to my right, which is still jam-packed. And the big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg, comes up at 8:57 p.m. tonight. $250,000 going to the winner. And from the spiritual home of greyhound racing here at Wentworth Park, don't forget, tomorrow night, Broken Hill, the Broken Hill Cup. It's worth $10,000 to the winner. A strong South Australian contingent heading up to the hill. We'll be doing a heap of stuff on socials. And the winner of the Broken Hill Cup, they get a golden ticket, a free entry into the semi-finals of the $1 million chase. So looking forward to heading out to the Silver City tomorrow. But first things first, we've got the Group 1 Association Cup to be run and won. They start at the 720-metre boxes in the back straight. They get to the judge the first time, then they do another complete lap. And the race record for this event is 41-78, held by Sweet It Is, who won the Association Cup back in 2014. All right, let's go through these runners individually. And number 1 is Stanley Road, a dual Group 1 winner, 52 starts, 19 wins, 11 seconds and 10 thirds. Here at Wentworth Park, 19 starts for 7 victories. And he's got a PB here of 41.92. And look, he suffered he was the recipient of it being fought in a race at the Meadows earlier this year. And he dented his confidence a little bit, but he's come back with 2 good runs. He finished second behind Super Estrella at Nowra and then ran third behind Mapunga Ruby. There is Stanley Road. Prize money, $427,000. Trained by Mark Gatt, owned by Eddie Kingswell. Number 2 is Super Estrella, trained by David Smith for the R1 Syndicate, currently $5 in from $5.50 with ladbrokes.com.au. 50 starts, 23 wins, 6 starts here at Wentworth Park, been in the money at all 6 starts, winning 3 times. Her PB of 41.94 came in October last year. 3 the wide is Hank the Hustler, owned by the Wilson family, trained by Jeff Britton at Anarchy in Victoria. Ran second here last week behind Super Estrella, going 42.36. Has a 41.94 PB. Here is Mapunga Ruby. She's firmed in the market. She's now into $3.90. 4 starts here at Winnie for 3 victories, 41.84 in a heat, but she did run 41.64 in the summer distance plate. There is our favourite, Zipping Kansas. He firms as well. He's into $1.90. He opened his staying career here with a brilliant 41.57 victory, then went to Sandown Park, ran 41.27, took half a second off the track record at Bulli over the 590 metres, and then finished second in his heat last week. Paris and Rome for Matty Addard and trainer Tom Rees. Finished 4th here behind Mapunga Ruby. It's at massive odds. And then we go to Gypsy Wyong, trained by Andrea Daly. Finished 3rd here behind Super Estrella last week, but a 17-time race winner is Gypsy Wyong, currently quoted at around the $16 mark. Now, as far as ladbrokes.com.au is concerned with their market movers, Zipping Kansas is steady at the $1.95, $1.90 quote. Stanley Road from box number 1, the defending champion, $13 into $10. Super Estrella is rock solid at $4.80 after they bet $5.50. After they originally bet $6, I should say. And Mapunga Ruby opened around the $4.20 quote, got into $3.80, back out to $3.90. That's with ladbrokes.com.au. Stanley Road firms even more into $9 now. Hank the Hustler at $20. And as Jeff Britton was alluding to in that interview with Mick Cowley, Hank the Hustler certainly has the capabilities of running a forward race here, and he is an each-way chance. Zipping Kansas, gone for a bath late here now. $1.95 out to $2.35. Mapunga Ruby, the big firmer here, $3.90 into $3.50. Gypsy Wyong, $17 into $15. So greyhounds are just near the parade ring here at Wentworth Park. So they've probably got around about 150 metres to the 720 metre boxes. As said, the honour roll of this race is littered with some of our greats. Zoom Top won it in 1968 and 70. Boltrees in 1987, a 4-time winner of the Sandown Cup in Victoria. Boltrees, trained by Norm McCulloch, took it out in 1987. Go back to 1972, Paul Cucci, great trainer who is still training greyhounds. He's up at Queensland, and you'll see P. Cucci's name beside greyhounds, still being prepared. A master trainer. He won it with Rags in 72. Miata for Paul Stewart, Hall of Famer in 2012. Space Star, trained by Robbie Britton, Jeff Britton's brother. It won it in 2015. So they are now about 80 metres away from the boxes. Zipping Kansas out to $2.40. Mapunga Ruby continues to firm at $3.40. Super Estrella, money for this greyhound as well. Does look one of the early leaders. It's $6 into $4.20 now. Stanley Road gets out to $10, and Gypsy Wyong next best at $16. $75,000 goes to the winner of the Group 1 Association Cup. It's a race that carries prize money in excess of $102,000 in total. And greyhounds are about to move behind the 720-metre boxes. All eyes will be on number 5, Zipping Kansas at box rise. He blew the jump last week. Jason Magri, the trainer, will be hoping that Kansas can do what Zipping Novak did in the first event, the Group 3 Magic Maiden. He came out running when he wasn't expected to. Mapunga Ruby, plenty of money for that, and also number 2, Super Australia. This is the 2022 renewal of the Group 1 Association Cup. Here's our race caller, Matt Jackson.
We're about to find out. 240 Zipping Kansas, 350 Mapunga Ruby. They're set to run, ready, and they're racing now. Beginning quickly wide out here, Paris and Rome looking for the lead, and it got tied into the first corner, and Mapunga Ruby went through and leads it from Gypsy Wyong, who's quickly alongside. Into third placing, Super Estrella. Fourth is Stanley Road, nice and handy. They're followed then by Paris and Rome, Nimble Lulu, Zipping Kansas checked out second last. He couldn't win. Hake the Hustler's gone past him. They're in the back straight now, and it's Mapunga Ruby the leader, a length in front of Gypsy Wyong. They're 3 lengths in front of Super Estrella, and then Stanley Road off the back. Gypsy Wyong got up along the inside and has hit the lead now from Mapunga Ruby. They're clear of Super Estrella and Stanley Road. Gypsy Wyong's drawn clear late. It's a big upset. Gypsy Wyong's beaten Mapunga Ruby. Third, Stanley Road. Fourth in Super Estrella from Hank the Hustler. They're followed home by Paris and Rome, Nimble Lulu. Zipping Kansas crunched at the first corner. He's run at the tail. The time 42.15. Number 8, Gypsy Wyong. Forever the Giant Killer takes out the Association Cup for Andrea Daly. And what a night this is turning out to be for the Victorians. Number 8, Gypsy Wyong beats 4 Mapunga Ruby. She was brave up on speed, but the winner's been too strong. Third one, Stanley Road. What a run from the old boy. Fourth in number 2, Super Estrella. 8, 4, 1 and 2. Oh, it got very tight into the first corner. Something had to give. Mapunga Ruby, Gypsy Wyong, they both got the fly. On the other hand, the favourite Zipping Kansas was KO'd. And he's pretty much taken no part in the race back at the tail of the field. 8, 4, 1 and 2. 8, 4, 1 and 2, the numbers here on race number 7. 8, 4, 1 and 2. 3.5 by 3 with the margins. 3.5 by 3. And the time 42.15. So it's 8, 4, 1 and 2. 3.5 by 3. 42.15 is the time here on race number 7.
Group 1 Association Cup heads back down the Hume Highway. The Victorians are having a field night out here at Wentworth Park tonight. Divine Empress wins the new sensation. Lala Kiwi for Andrea Daly takes out the Group 3 Ambrosoli, and now Gypsy Wyong takes out the Group 1 Association Cup from Mapunga Ruby. Here is the home straight, and that is Gypsy Wyong, who got up underneath Mapunga Ruby down on the top turn. And Gypsy Wyong claims the Group 1 Association Cup, takes a record to 43 starts for 18 wins, and her prize money now around the $460,000 mark. So Gypsy Wyong for Andrea Daly, owned by Georgie Daly, by Westmead Hawk out of Dinah Gypsy. And she ran third in that heat behind Super Estrella. They ran 42.15. There was mixing in that run to the first turn. There was trouble. Zipping Kansas didn't begin. Got spat out the back, and that was the end of his chances. All right, Mick Cowley is down near the kennels. He's with Brad Keel, who's representing the Daly Kennel.
I'm with Brad Keel. Brad, congratulations. It's turning into a big night for the Daly Kennel.
Yeah, fantastic. Like that one got... That got me by shock, but I don't know how she didn't get knocked over on the first corner and managed to get the second and get on the fence, and they just kept moving off for her. But as I said, I forgot all about it. Last week was only her first look at the track. She had no idea what she was doing. She was just going all over the place, and yeah, and then tonight she sort of stuck on that fence where she wants to, and yeah, really did kick on well. She went super. I was sort of a bit speechless, to tell you the truth, but I suppose she has won 3 Group 1s. You sort of forget that.
I guess when she got on Mapunga Ruby's back, were you confident? Obviously, Mapunga Ruby's pretty strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought she'd run Mapunga Ruby down, and yeah, it sort of, yeah, I don't know how that happened, and she sort of just took off, and I was like, oh wow, fantastic.
As you said, she's a little bit underrated. She's a bit forgotten because she has got that great record, but people just leave her out when it comes to races like this.
Yeah, they just continue to leave her out, but I suppose she has been all over the countryside, racing in different races, making all the big races everywhere she goes. And yeah, it's the thing about the stayers, I suppose, if you're up near the front all the time, they're certainly always a chance.
And I guess now there's a stack of feature races coming up as well. You've got Sandown Cup, you've got the 7:15 up here as well for $500,000. Plenty of good opportunities for good stayers at the moment.
Yeah, that's the best thing about the staying racing now. You can sort of go everywhere and anywhere. All the states, there's just good money everywhere, and certainly closed the gap a lot on the sprinting races, I think.
Is this going to make the trip home? You drew the short straw and the dailies didn't come up. Is this going to make the trip home a bit sweeter?
Oh yeah, I'll just look over to my co-pilot, which will be my bag. That's about it. That's the only person I can talk to on the way home.
Mate, enjoy the chat. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brad Keel there, representing the Daily Kennel. Here's the run to the first turn, pace from out wide, and then Mapunga Ruby punched up, got through to the lead. Gypsy Wyong sat right on her outside, further back then to Super Estrella and Stanley Road, and then we go way back to Zipping Kansas, running second last there at the moment. Again, just got spat out the back straight spat out the back of the field there. And down the back straight, Mapunga Ruby leads, but she gets up the track, and Gypsy Wyong gets underneath her, gets in front and defies all challenges to run her down. Super Estrella and Stanley Road. And Stanley Road does a great job to finish in third spot. But all honours to Gypsy Wyong. Here is that start again. Paris and Rome begins, carves across. Zipping Kansas, look, he wasn't poorly away. He wasn't great away, but boy, oh boy, he struck so much trouble in the run. And by the time they come into the home straight the first time around, his race was well and truly run and won. We're a run and done, I should say. We've got fireworks at Darling Harbour at the moment. Here are the dividends and a big winner, Gypsy Wyong. Good luck if you found it. 14.50 and 2.10. Mapunga Ruby 140, Stanley Road 230. The first four ending in 2. Super Estrella pays $953.80. The trifecta $320.40. So 8, 4, 1 and 2 to the Group 1 Association Cup. Okay, the big one. The Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg for 2022. It's due to jump at 8:57 p.m. Here is the market. She's a Pearl at 185 holds the call. She has been the pre-post series favourite since betting open and has not budged from that 185. They did bet $2 earlier, firmed into $1.85, even touched $1.80 a short time back. Idolize at $5. We go to Lewis Rumble at $8. Good Odds Cash at $7.50. $10 about Fantastic Raven. $17 Zara's Ivan for the all-conquering Daily Kennel. $34 Mitchell Street, and $41 is Takakadu. Jetta Cutluck is the trainer of Mitchell Street. She's being represented tonight by Tommy Savalas, and Mick Cowley caught up with him earlier.
Joined by Tom Savalas. Tom's the handler of Mitchell Street in the Golden Easter Egg final tonight. Tom, spoke to Jetta during the week and she wasn't going to change anything. You were always going to come down.
Yeah, and she's got Tungsten Miss at Ipswich too, so that's her pride and joy, so she won't go too far away from Tungsten. But yeah, good night tonight. Let's hope we can have a bit of fun and do some good work.
Lots been spoken about the 3 speed dogs in the middle of the field. That's obviously the key for a lot of them, or for all of them really. How do you see it all panning out?
Oh, look, you always like to see it in your way, but it's a very hard race. The 1, 4, 5 and 6 all got terrific speed. It's just who does it better on the night.
Key is he's obviously got to be up there in the lead, essentially, to have much hope.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. He's got a lead. He's not a come-from-behind dog, so, yeah, we're a one-trick pony. If we can lead, we're a chance. If we can't, then we enjoy the experience.
But it's been a good experience, the Maitland Cup into the Easter Egg. It's been pretty good for yourself and for Jetta and for the dog.
Yeah, look, I mean, we mainly brought him here to Wentworth Park just to give him a look so later on in the year when the Masters Meteor comes up. So anything's been a bonus so far.
Hey, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Tommy Savalas handling at Mitchell Street here in the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg at Wentworth Park. Runners are heading back towards the presentation dais. There's Mark Gatt with Stanley Road. And, of course, the winner was number 8 Gypsy Wyong for Andrea Daly. They took out the Group 3 Ambrosoli with Lala Kiwi. Divine Empress for Kayla Cottrell took out the new sensation. So it's been a big night for the Victorians. And of course they've got Idolize in the Golden Easter Egg, and also Zara's Ivan. All right, let's head trackside. Ronnie Arnold has got the presentation, rocking and rolling for the Group 1 Association Cup.
And the Dailies have taken home another one here at Wentworth Park. They've had a big night. Deb Coleman sharing the spoils. Got a daughter in the Big Egg too. What a night for the Colemans. And it is Gypsy Wyong. 18 wins from 43 starts. The greyhound now $450,000 plus in prize money. There's something very, very special about this greyhound. Absolutely travelled the countryside for Daly and the connections. We certainly congratulate them turning the greyhound out in great fettle. Of course, we've got the West Group here. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being part of it. And certainly the sponsorship is most important of all sport, and West certainly be part of greyhound racing over the last couple of years, and we are most appreciative of their support. I'd like now the boys to come forward to present to Deb Coleman the trophy, the cup, the 2022 West Group Association Cup, and inside is the gold medallion the winners can take. Please put your hands together for the winners and our sponsors too, please, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful effort by the boys from West Group. Our place getters, the medallions are there in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Group 1 for the stayers. We're about to come to the night, the big one, the Golden Easter Egg is about 20 minutes away. Let's hope this rain can hold off.
Thank you, Ronnie Arnold, there with the presentation to the Group 1 Association Cup. Let's take a look at the update to the market for the big one, the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. It's due at 8:57, so we are around about 17 or 18 minutes away from start time. She's a Pearl. The last time we looked, she was at $1.85. She's now into $1.80. Idolize was $5, now into $4.80. Lewis Rumble edges out in the market to $8.50. The rest of them are basically what they were the last time we looked, or they've eased a fraction. Zara's Ivan for the Dailies at $19. If you're looking for a form line, well, Andrea Daly has taken out the last two events here at Wentworth Park tonight, currently at $19. The roughie in the race for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg is Takakartic, who will start from box number 2. It is prepared by Kayla Jane Coleman, and very excited. Kayla caught up with Mick Cowley earlier tonight.
Joined by Kayla Jane Coleman and Cash. How's the week been for Takakartic?
Yeah, it's been really good actually. Haven't had any stress at home. Everything's worked out perfectly, checked out right, got some work in before the rain, and just been, chilling out all week.
Yeah, a lot's been made of the fact that you've handled Golden Easter Egg winners before. What's it feel like, this one out of your own kennel?
Yeah, this is probably this is obviously the best achievement of it all. Like, I've always come egg night. When you come into the sport, you want to make the egg, and to be here out of my own breed is very special.
Is it a case of no pressure for you and for the dog? It's just you're one of the runners. No one's expecting too much.
Yeah, I kind of have the theory of what will be will be. The box draw's done. They don't have jockeys on them. You don't have to work out tactics. You put them in the boxes. What will be will be. So I'm trying to talk myself into that to not get nervous. But that's what will be will be.
How has the nerves been this week for you?
I've actually been more nervous about interviews, to be honest. When the phone rings, I'm like going on another interview. But for the race, I'm just acting like it's a fifth grade, and give me another couple of hours and it might be different. But at the moment, so far so good.
Good luck in that fifth grade.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Kayla.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Kayla Jane Coleman and her son Cash there, and there is Kayla Jane's mum, Debbie Coleman, handling Gypsy Wyong, who took out the Group 1 Association Cup. We're about 15 minutes off start time to the big one, the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg for 2022. As I said, $250,000 going to the winner. It's a race, look, it's been won by some of our true greats, including the likes of Rapid Journey and Brett Lee. Of course, Ultra Sense was the inaugural winner way back in 1990. It was the first $100,000 to the winner race here in Australia. Who will etch their name into the record books tonight? She's a Pearl, according to punters, at $1.80 will do that. Idolize at $4.80, looking to continue her unbeaten run here at Wentworth Park. $8.50 about Lewis Rumble, $8.50 about Good Odds Cash, who I thought was a sneaky outside chance if there was jamming in the middle. I do like She's a Pearl, but I'd like to have something as a saver on Good Odds Cash at the $8.50. Fantastic Raven at $11. $19 Zara's Ivan. $34 Mitchell Street, and $51 about Takakardik. They are the runners in the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg Final. All right, we've got fireworks going on at the back of us at Darling Harbour, but as I said, in around 15 minutes' time, the fireworks will be happening on course here at Wentworth Park with the running of the Golden Easter Egg. Now, for punters looking to get a bit of a guide, I spoke to Andy Lord earlier this morning. Andy, of course, is the husband of trainer Jodie Lord, who's got She's a Pearl. Would not hear of her getting beat. Andy declared that she'll run faster than 5:30 to the first mark. She will lead throughout. So that is from Andy Lord, who is the partner of trainer Jodie Lord in regards to She's a Pearl. Let's take a look at some of our speed stats that we're able to derive from the Isolinks chips that are placed into the rugs of the greyhounds. And after that, or that first 20 metres, we can see She's a Pearl at 45.36 kilometres. Go across to the 315 metre mark, and the fastest there, She's a Pearl, 66.24, along with Zara's Ivan. And the fastest of the semi-final winners was She's a Pearl, running 29.46 and also 29.63 for Idolize. Frank Hurst, of course, has tasted glory. He's won $1 million chase with Good Odds Harada. He's got Good Odds Cash starting from box 7 in the Golden Easter Egg Final.
Joined by Frank Hurst. Frank has Good Odds Cash in the main race, the Golden Easter Egg. Frank, how's the week been for her?
Oh, it's been quiet, for same as everyone, mate. All the rain and that, we haven't been able to do much, but she had a bit of a run up the hill.
It's not an ideal draw, but I guess you're drawn outside the speed. You hopefully come across with them.
That's the only consolation, mate. All the speed's underneath her, so, you know, not a good box, but we'll grin and bear it.
You're accustomed to winning big races here. You've won $1 million chase. You also had a finalist back in 2010. You finished third behind Cosmic Run.
Yeah, that was a bitch called Fancy Mandy. She was odds-on favourite. At that time, it was the richest race in the world, and she was the odds-on favourite and missed the kick and off the 5 and come out a bit ordinary, and then got a bit of a check on the first turn and should have won, but didn't. And Steve Kavanagh won it with a very good dog.
Frank, she's had, 4 runs back now? She's really getting near her peak where she was, say, September last year?
Absolutely, yeah. We can't use fitness as an excuse if she gets beat, you know, because if she's there or happens to plumb the lead or something, we'll see how fit she is.
Good luck in the main race.
Thank you. Good on you.
Thanks,
Frankie Hurst, one of the great trainers, one of the great blokes of greyhound racing, and he, along with his wife Tracy, have enjoyed some great success, particularly over the last few years. But as we heard him say there about Fancy Mandy, way back in 2010, that race was won by Cosmic Rumble, and there is the Golden Easter Egg, and it is one of the jewels in the crown of Australian greyhound racing. As I said, it was first run in 1990 when it was won by Ultra Sense. Highly Blessed won it in 1991. Tent Hill Doll in 96. Rapid Journey 98. The great Brett Lee in 2001. Fernando Bale, trained by Andrea Daly, now absolute legend as far as the stud career is concerned, as well as being the first greyhound to win $1 million in prize money. He won it in 2015. Uphill Jill, who was trained by Dave Gill, who I just saw here, won it in 2018. And Jason McKay, who took it out in 2019 with Zipping Bailey. He's got Fantastic Raven in the 2022 version of the Golden Easter Egg. The market for the race, again, She's a Pearl. Look, It takes a lot to move a greyhound from $2.05 into $1.85. That is exactly what has happened with She's a Pearl tonight. She is firm and she is absolute rock solid as far as the betting market is concerned at $1.85. $4.80 about number 4, Idolize. $8.50 about Lewis Rumble. And look, if you're looking for something at a bit of value, I do thought that, you know, Good Odds Cash, I know Frankie doesn't like a drawn out wide, but if there is trouble in 4, 5 and 6 where the speed is with Mitchell Street, She's a Pearl and also Good Odds Cash. Good Odds with Idolize, I should say. I thought Good Odds Cash could get a really sweet run down the outside. All right, so we are around about 10 or so minutes away from the 2022 version of the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. Runners are in the parade yard. The preview is about to get underway. We're about to have the national anthem here at Wentworth Park. There's plenty of people underneath. It probably doesn't paint a true picture of how many people are here on course at Wentworth Park. There's a function upstairs here with around 300 people, and underneath in that main auditorium area, there's probably another 400 or 500 people. So a fairly healthy crowd here on Golden Easter Egg night for 2022. Still 185 for She's a Pearl from box number 5, favourite in the Easter Egg. Now into $1.80, $4.80 about Idolize, $8.50 for Lewis Rumble, $11 Fantastic Raven, $8.50 about Good Odds Cash. She is my smoky and knockout in the feature race tonight. All right, so the preview, as I said, where the lure is sent around the track a couple of times, will be done in a moment's time. We are now around about 8 minutes away from start time, and runners will be heading out onto the track very soon. I can imagine the nerves that some of these trainers and particularly the owners would be feeling leading into a race. Not only the prestige of the race, but also the money on hand. $250,000 goes to the winner. $180 She's a Pearl, $4.80 Idolize, $8.50 Lewis Rumble, $8.50 about Good Odds Cash. As I said, Andrea Daly at $19 with Zara's Ivan. She's taken out the 2 previous winners, or trained the winners of the 2 previous races, I should say. She's got Zara's Ivan in this. Of course, Fernando Bale, Gregorio over Bale. We've had a long and successful history coming up to Wentworth Park from their base down in Victoria. But the preview is being conducted at the moment. And there are the greyhounds in the parade area. Number 5, that is She's a Pearl, being handled by Paul Mills for Jodie Lord. Number 2 there is Takakati, Kayla Jane Coleman. 6th green is Mitchell Street for Jetta Cutlick, handled by Tommy Savalas tonight. And 7 the black there that we can see, that is Good Odds Cash for Frankie Hurst. Don't forget, head to ladbrokes.com.au for all your markets on all the big greyhound races. You can bet on the futures there, and they've got markets up for races like the $1 Million Chase. And go to ladbrokes.com.au. Head there quickly now for the market on the 2022 Golden Easter Egg. She's a Pearl, $2 into $1.80. Very, very solid in the market. She just hasn't budged since she hit that $1.80 mark. Idolize in from $5 to $4.80. Probably the second best supported runner in the race, but as I said, there's a stack of money for the odds on pop here in the shape of She's a Pearl. Time for the national anthem now. Here is Monique Montez.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden swell and woe for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair in joyful strength, and let us sing advance
rendition from Monique. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. The applause most appreciated.
Monique Montez with her rendition of the Australian national anthem here at Wentworth Park. Greyhounds making their way onto the track. We are now around about 4 minutes away from start time for the 2022 Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. We're going to go through these greyhounds individually. They head to the boxes. Thedogs.com.au, they've gone 5 She's a Pearl, 4 Idolize, 1 Lewis Rumble, 3 Fantastic Raven. I've put the favourite on top, but I have had a little bit as a saver on number 7 Good Odds Cash, trained by Frankie Hurst at around the $8.50 quote. All right, of course, this is a 3-week series. We had heats and then semi-finals. Tonight, of course, is the final. Lewis Rumble from box number 1 won his heat in 29.90, then ran 29.95, winning his semi-final. With the Ladbrokes at the moment, Lewis Rumble currently at around the $8.50 quote. And from box number 1, 9 starts, 4 wins and 3 minor placings. So they'll be coming over the dais here. Ronnie Yarner will be introducing them. There is Steve Kavanagh with number 1 Lewis Rumble, who's had 52 starts for 27 wins. Number 2 is Takakati for Kayla Jane Coleman. Won its heat as a 50-1 outsider and then ran second behind She's a Pearl last week, beaten 6.5 lengths. 3 the white Fantastic Raven, $11. Won its heat in 29.84, then ran 29.91 when running down Mitchell Street. Idolize, a heat winner in 29.82, trimmed that time up to a career best effort of 29.63 last week. 4 starts at Wentworth Park for 4 wins, and from box number 4, 3 starts for 2 victories. There is the favourite. Number 5, She's a Pearl, out to 185 with Ladbrokes. An amazing run of form of late. 29 starts, 18 wins, the last 8 straight. And she is the rock-solid favourite. She ran 29.47 in a heat, 29.46 in a semi. Mitchell Street won his heat in 30 and 21 and then ran second behind Fantastic Raven. Good Odds Cash, after winning the Maitland Gold Cup, ran second behind She's a Pearl in a heat and then ran second behind Lewis Rumble, starting from box 8 last week. And of course, the field is rounded out by number 8, Zara's Ivan, by Barcia Bale out of Zara's entity, owned by the Daly family, trained by Andrea Daly. Ran third in its heat behind Fantastic Raven and then ran second last week behind Idolize when it had box number 1. Moves to box 8 tonight. It's had 2 starts when wearing the pink rug and is yet to win off box number 8. I've gone with She's a Pearl. If you're looking for a saver, I thought Good Odds Cash could run a race at odds. There is number 5, She's a Pearl, the favourite. She is by Aston DB out of She's Impetuous. 29 starts, 18 wins, 6 minors. Here at Wentworth Park, 15 starts for 11 wins, and she ran her career best time here last week of 29.46 when she started from box number 2. Idolize for Peter Prosciutto from Victoria. This greyhound's had 24 starts for 14 wins. It won the Sandown Laurels last year, a race that Divine Empress, who won the New Sensation tonight, started a $1.50 and favourite. But she's Idolize, I should say, won 4 of the last 5, including a couple of very smart wins there at Shepparton. But she loves winning. 4 starts here at Winnie for 4 wins, and that PB of 29.63 came last week. There's Mitchell Street. Now, we're talking about how we think the race will pan out. Well, the pace runners are boxes 4, 5 and 6. Idolize in 4, She's a Pearl in 5, and Mitchell Street in box number 6. They are the expected front runners in this race. Last week, She's a Pearl and also Idolize ran around that 5.36 to the first mark. But as I said, I spoke with Andy Lord earlier this morning. He believes that She's a Pearl can break 5.30 to the first mark. If she leads, it's very hard to see a greyhound running her down. Her back end sections have been absolutely phenomenal over the last couple of weeks of this series. She, of course, won the Temora Cup, then came back to Wenty, and she has been in dynamic form. Runners are moving over behind the boxes for the big one, the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg Final for 2022. $250,000 to the winner, $55,000 goes to second, $33,000 to third. The favourite with Ladbrokes.com.au, clear-cut favourite, is number 5, She's a Pearl. Paul Mills puts her into the middle box as we head upstairs to Matt Jackson.
So the odds are in. Evens coming up. The Golden Easter Egg of 2022 is set to run. The green light is turned on. The moment we've longed for. They're ready, set, and they're racing now. She's a Pearl, bounced out well. Lewis Rumble out fast from the inside, and Lewis Rumble went through and led. She's a Pearl got the second, only 2 lengths away, and got up on the rails to hit the front as Lewis Rumble ran off the track. Up into third, placing the outsiders, Good Odds Cash. Then Tachycardic, Fantastic Raven, against Zara's Ivan, Mitchell Street and Idolize. She's a Pearl, she's broken away around the home corner. She led by 4 on Good Odds Cash, but she's a Pearl. She's spectacular, a superstar, and she joins the all-time greats of greyhound racing. She's a Pearl on the Easter egg from Good Odds Cash. A gap away on the Fantastic Raven or Zara's Ivan in third. They're followed by Lewis Rumble. Tachycardic ran the race of his life from Mitchell Street and Idolize. 29.73 the time, and we have a new queen of greyhound racing. She's a Pearl. Number 5. She's a Pearl for Jodie Lord. What a story this is. Bought at the end of last year for a new syndicate. She's been beaten once since Andy and Jodie Lord took over the training. That was at her very first start for them, and she's just continued to get better and better. It didn't go her own way tonight, but she has dazzled us here at Wentworth Park. Number 5, She's a Pearl, beat 7, Good Odds Cash. What a run from her coming from off the speed. Fantastic Ravens run third. Zara's Ivan in fourth. 5, 7, 3 and 8. The numbers here on the Golden Easter Egg, 5, 7, 3 and 8. 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. 29.73 is the time. 3 3/4, 5 1/2. 29.73 the run on the Golden Easter Egg of 2022.
One of the biggest roars I've ever heard at Wentworth Park. The boys who own She's a Pearl are around 10 metres away from me. They literally lifted the roof on the grandstand when she got underneath Lewis Rumble at the first turn. Mick Cowley is trackside with her handler, Paul Mills.
Paul Mills, congratulations, mate. Congratulations, Paul. That's a pretty phenomenal performance, but as you said, she never worries you. She never makes it hard.
No, she just knows how to win. In front, behind, whatever. You know, she's just ultimate race stock.
Mate, she did not jump as well as what she has in the past, but you still wasn't concerned?
Yeah, mate. She just makes her own luck, eh? It's a bit hard to hear, mate.
Mate, what's it mean for the kennel to win a Golden Easter Egg?
Well, it's Andy and Jodie's first Easter egg, and congratulations. Like, Tyler's working, that's why they can't be here tonight, and there's a lot of backbone behind the kennel, and it's just their first Easter egg, and I'm sure they'll be wrapped. And well done, Jodie and Andy. Enjoy it. Have a drink, Jode.
Paul, you've handled a lot of good dogs for the Lords. This one, when did you know how special she was?
She's up with them, and she's still got a lot to prove and show, and she's on song for it, you know.
She's almost bulletproof, isn't she?
Yeah. But when you contest these big group races, it's a different ball game, you know. Like, yeah, I've seen many fast dogs, but to do it in the competition, well, she's done it and shown it, so there you go.
When she worked inside Lewis Rumble on this first turn, got to the front, you must have been smiling.
Yeah, it was, but I still wasn't getting too carried away, but I'd like to see it a couple more times too.
What's the future for her? Yeah, she's untapped. She's 29.4 around here. She could do anything.
Yeah, well, probably obviously the MDC, whatever Andy and Jodie plan out for her, like, she just get looked after like she always has, and yeah, who knows how far she's going to go.
Hey, congratulations, well done. Congrats to Andy and Jodie as well.
Yeah, for sure. Good on you, Andy and Jodie.
Paul Mills there, the handler of She's a Pearl. Here is a replay. Lewis Rumble came out running, and look at the guts that She's a Pearl shows there as Lewis Rumble gets off the first turn and Pearl gets up underneath her. And as I said, the roar from the boys here that own She's a Pearl, they're literally 5 or 6 metres away from me. It was enormous, and She's a Pearl puts 3 or 4 on them. Lewis Rumble, Good Odds Cash gets into second spot, and then comes Fantastic Raven flooding home late. But it is She's a Pearl who takes out the 2022 Melbourne Cup. Idolize absolutely fed out of the box. She barely even contested the races after that. And there's Lewis Rumble spearing off for the first turn, and Pearl gets up underneath her. And it gives Jodie and Andy Lord their biggest success in greyhound racing in Australia, with She's a Pearl continues an amazing run of form. And She's a Pearl goes heat semi-final winner of the 2022 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg, and collects $250,000 for a big syndicate headed up by the Punters HQ boys and trained by Andy and Jodie Lord. Might have dividends on for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg, and She's a Pearl has said rock solid with Ladbrokes, $2 into $1.80, and she was the best supported runner. Good Odds Cash runs a good race to grab second. Fantastic Raven finishes in third spot. But She's a Pearl, well, we didn't expect Lewis Rumble to lead her, but as I said, she just had to show so much guts and determination to be able to get through a pack at the first turn. She was the meat and the sandwich, but she drove hard, and she set herself up for victory there. And there are some of the boys and ladies that are part owners in She's a Pearl. And She's a Pearl, by claiming the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg, takes a record now to 30 starts for 19 wins, 6 minor placings. Her prize money, $341,000 in total. So we're just waiting for the official dividends to come to hand for the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. And I think we're about to pop them up on screen. $2 and $1.40 for She's a Pearl, $2.20 Good Odds Cash, $2.90 Fantastic Raven. Number 8, Zara's Ivan, finished in 4th spot. The Quinella 970, Exacta 1040, the Trifecta 76.70, and that first 4 pays $509.70. 509.70, the first 4 to the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg, and there is the reward, as well as the $250,000 check and the prestige of having the winner. But I can tell you, scenes like this rarely ever seen at Wentworth Park. The noise from up here, we're on the second floor of the grandstand where the function is, and there's a huge crowd and a huge contingent of owners. And when She's a Pearl went through that first turn underneath Lewis Rumble and took the lead, it was deafening. Great to hear. Well done, as said, to Jodie and Andy Lord. Long been regarded as 2 of our best trainers, but again, all odds to She's a Pearl. All right, Good Odds Cash has finished second for trainer Frankie Hurst. Mick Cowley's with him now.
Frank Hurst, Good Odds Cash, second placing in a Golden Easter Egg. Fantastic effort by her.
Sensational. We come here expecting 0, you know. We know all our dogs go okay, they're all fit and well and that, but the way the races were drawn and the boxes and all that, we sort of thought we had no hope. And the first 2 never done any good, and then when it counted, she bobbed up and ran second, so lovely.
And no disgrace chasing home a dog like She's a Pearl.
Well, the last time we were here in this sort of race, we ran 3rd. This time we ran 2nd, maybe next year or the year after we'll win it. Who knows?
She's obviously into the $1 million chase now. She's already got a spot in the semis, so that's a good sign. She's coming good at the right time.
She was the first dog qualified, yeah. So that's all plans ahead for her, and that's what we've set her for, and that's where she's going.
Congratulations, Frank.
Thank you.
All right, so Good Odds Cash has got a ticket into the $1 million chase by courtesy of winning the New South Wales Sprint Championship last year. She's a Pearl has also got that ticket into the semi-finals. Mick Cowley is now with April McKay.
April, congratulations. Fantastic run by Fantastic Raven.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of carnage on that first corner, and she got spat out the last, but no, it was a big run down the back to run home and get 3rd.
She just keeps improving. It's just amazing, isn't she?
Yeah, she does, but when you got She's a Pearl out in front flying like that, you never run them down.
But credit to her, though, she just never knows when to stop trying.
Nah, she's a very good bitch, and we love her, and she's happy and whatnot, but no, that was fantastic, her run.
You've run 2nd in the Country Classic not long ago. You've run 3rd in a Golden Easter Egg. Where to next for her?
We're in at Gosford on Tuesday in the $1 million chase seats, just have a crack at that and see how we go each week by week.
Congratulations, well done on third place.
Thank you.
Mick Cowley there with April McKay, the handler of Fantastic Raven, which finished in third spot. She's a Pearl, all honours with Pearl. And I can tip that there's going to be a pretty big party and a pretty big drink in Sydney town with the boys and the girls that own She's a Pearl, as said, trained by Andy and Jodie Lord. And her look of form over the last 3 or 4 months has just been nothing short of sensational. They've done a great job placing her. They took her to Temora for the Temora Cup heats. Andy told me he wanted to get her away from Wentworth Park before the Golden Easter egg, just to freshen her up coming back here. It's worked an absolute treat. And She's a Pearl continues on a winning way. Of course, she was trained in the early part of her career by Peter Sims, who's based down at Wagga. I know Simsy would still get a massive thrill out of seeing She's a Pearl win a Golden Easter egg. Good odds cash, good run by her, and likewise with Fantastic Raven. But we are about to go trackside now for the presentation of the 2022 Ladbrokes Group 1 Golden Easter egg.
We have the place getters and the winner. First of all, we'll introduce the third place getter from Jason McKay's team, Fantastic Raven. Of course, Jason has won a Golden Easter egg. The runner-up, Good Odds Cash, Frankie Hurst, has won $1 million chase. So we're in real good company with this race tonight. The runner-up, Good Odds Cash. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you to put your hands together in a moment as we sash and introduce the 32nd winner of the greatest greyhound race in the world, the Golden Easter egg. It belongs to a name that you're just going to hear so much about. She literally is. She's a Pearl. Of course, trained by Jodie and Andy Lord. Wonderful success for them. Certainly tremendous. Congratulations to them. And while we're congratulating, there must be one organisation we continue to congratulate with greyhound racing, and I refer to Ladbrokes. Our rep Greg from Ladbrokes is not in the best of condition tonight. We're going to get Jeff Rose, the chairman of the GBOTA, to present the most important trophy, the Golden Easter egg, to Ladbrokes once again. Thank you so much for everything you do. Jeff, I'll get you to come forward, please, to present to the team lords and the connections, the winning connections as well. It's a very big ownership team. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden Easter egg changes hands for 2022. There it is.
I haven't heard that for a while.
We also thank Greyhound Racing New South Wales for their support and the GBOTA once again. And I'd like now to call upon the happiest man up on this particular presentation, representing all you guys in the yellow hats. You'll tell the story. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's a dream come true, and just to Jodie and Andy, quite insane how good they are. They just dominate Wentworth Park, and we just go along for the ride. So it means a lot to them. They're a little bit nervous this week, I reckon, and just a shout out to Andy and Jodie. Thank you very much for letting us come along for the ride.
All right, well, there's plenty of boys to celebrate with through the night. It'll be a big night.
Absolutely. You know what? We just won a Golden Easter egg.
There it is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out tonight. Fortunately, the rain held off for us. It's a very big moment. Congratulations to the team from She's a Pearl. To everybody else, enjoy Easter next week. We normally do this Easter Saturday night. Please stay safe, and if any of you are in those areas with weather conditions, please be careful on the road, particularly for our Camden and Coverty friends. Travel safe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. God bless.
Straight ahead. Okay, now we're just the winner.
Frank, can you just wait 1 sec? Can you just turn this on so we can see the That's it, yep.
All right, one more. Straight down here. All right, straight ahead. Touch music. Can we touch music? Get him away. Don't touch him. Only you can send it. Good work. Easy. Are we moving now? Here we go. Get the ones out, boys. Right.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the TAB $1 Million Chase.
4 in a row for Winks.
I don't know if I can do it again. I've never said that publicly.
Yeah, Zaki, he's got a real spring in his step. He looks amazing.
He's shaping to be one of the best horses of his time.
Yeah, so special.
Just gobsmacked by what he's done so far.
Fantastic.
Very much appreciated that.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
Welcome back to Wentworth Park. The excitement has died down temporarily on tipping because the boys from She's a Pearl, I would say there's a fairly large drink on the cards tonight after She's a Pearl took out the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg here at Wentworth Park. Devastating victory, as said. She got up underneath Lewis Rumble in that run to the first turn, and the noise that they made was absolutely amazing. It sent chills up my spine, I've got to tell you. So good to see. All right, race 9 on the card. We've still got 2 to go here at Wentworth Park. Crazy Old Goat comes out of box 1. Smart Fernando gets the start at 3:20 the field here, headed up by the classy Victorian Mapunga Warrior. And then we go out to $4.20 for Zipping Demand. $7.50 Smart Fernando, $8.50 Cop Magnet, Dylan's Magic, Hyperventilate at $8, $9.45. The roughie of the field, Louis Wonton, is at $11. Speed Map 4, race number 9. And pace from, well, it's pretty much pace across the park. Look, Cop Magnet is probably the greyhound that can lead off box number 2, and likewise number 5, Hyperventilate. They've got plenty of early toe. Mapunga Warrior, not a brilliant beginner, but steady rather than brilliant is probably the best way to put it. He finished second last week at the Meadows, flashing home. I put Mapunga Warrior on top. He's a greyhound, as I say. He's won plenty of races down in Victoria. He's won 16 from 58. And as I said, a last start second there, flashing home, beaten less than half a length. Our dogs.com.au expert has gone 6-5, 4 and 8. Mapunga Warrior on top from Hyperventilate, Dylan's Magic, and also Zipping Demand. So Mapunga Warrior, as I said, trained by Jeff Britton for Barry Smith, one of Australia's leading breeders. Barry races the greyhounds with the prefix Mapunga. And this one is by Fernando Bale out of Mapunga Rosie. So greyhounds are about to make their way onto the track for race number 9, which is the 4th and 5th grade. And greyhounds won't be too far away from coming onto the parade dais. I'm just about to grab hold of Joe Lanucci, who is the managing partner of She's a Pearl. Joe's about to join me here. And Joe Lanucci, I've got to tell you, mate, I've never heard a bigger roar at Wentworth Park. You know how many of the boys were standing just beside my broadcast spot. Tell me, mate, what were your thoughts when Lewis Rumble led, Pearl's in the middle of the field, just punching up the grit and guts that she showed, mate?
Yeah, I thought she jumped okay, and then she didn't charge through. I don't know what really happened, but once Lewis Rumble, like you said, found the front, once we got to second, I was still okay. I thought we could run Lewis Rumble down. I don't know what went wrong. He ran off. I haven't watched the replay. I hope he's okay, but yeah, once we got to that point, oh my God.
Have you ever felt something like this? I know you had Crash Bandicoot in when Anthony prepared him. Tell me, what are you feeling personally? Without swearing.
No, well, of course, a sense of pride, Mark. It's a lot of hard work, you know. Like Craig and I, it's been 5 years. I mean, you've syndicated, you know, it's difficult. And I think it's we've linked with the right camp. They're the best trainers in New South Wales. They dominate. They're amazing people. And I don't know, I get a real kick when I just see all these owners going ballistic. I'm really proud.
Do you know how many owners actually are in it, Bitch?
Yeah, there's 12 official, but those 12 then have 5, 10, 15. There could be 100 people. Honestly, it's good, more the merrier. I think it's fantastic for the game. That yelling then that we just heard and then seeing, that's amazing. It's fantastic.
Sure is, mate. And as I said, Andy and Jody, I've got dogs with them. I've known them for 30-odd years. They just do a sensational job, mate.
The best. We couldn't have done it without them. Obviously, we just go along for the ride. We do nothing. They're the greatest. But, yeah, I don't know what to say. We're trying to go on Easter egg, Mark.
Mate, enjoy it. Go and enjoy it. It's not every night you win a Group 1. Not every night you win a Group 1 Golden Easter egg. Well done, Joe.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good stuff, mate. Jay Lunudi there, managing owner of She's a Pearl. And as I said, the boys and the girls are certainly going to have a bit of a drink tonight. On their way to the boxes here at Wentworth Park, Louis Wonton is my each-way bet here in race number 9 on the card, trained by Johnny Smart. It's finished second of its last couple of runs here. We haven't seen it for around about 4 weeks, but his last 2 runs, he ran 30 and 13 at his last start here. Not badly drawn out in box number 7. Has got a bit of early pace. So at the each-way odds, I thought Louis Wonton represented some value. Mapunga Warrior, as I said, the greyhound from Victoria, trained by Jeff Britton, coming off a last start second at the Meadows, beaten half a length. The market mover is Zipping Demand for Jason Magri. And number 9, Smart Fernando, money for this as well. $11 into $6, starts from box number 1 after Crazy Old Goat started in the Masters final earlier tonight. So plenty of money for the reserve runner, and that is Smart Fernando. And the last look at the market with laddies.com.au. Cop Magnet at $9.50, $7 about 4.5, $26 for Dylan's Magic, $8.50 Hyperventilate, $3.30 and Rock Solid for number 6 Mapunga Warrior. Louis Wonton, spec'd in the market, $26, got in as short as $11, back out to $13, Zipping Demand at $4.40. Louis Wonton, my on-top tip, he's well versed at this track. He's had 30 starts at Wenny for 4 wins and 9 minor placings. And I just thought from the outside draw, if he can get across, I think he can beat Mapunga Warrior to the first turn. And if he can do that, I think he's a definite each-way chance in what is a really, really open field. Excitement is still buzzing here at Wentworth Park following the running of the Group 1 Golden Easter Egg. I'm not sure that we'll hear the same cheers with the winner of race number 9. But let's head upstairs now. Here's Matt Jackson with his call of race 9.
At $8.50. This is race number 9. They're just about all ready to run. Last of them coming in. Set now, green light is turned on. 320 Mapunga Warrior, 480 Zipping Demand, 550 Smart Fernando. They're set, ready, and they're racing now. Smart Fernando away just fairly down on the inside. Cop Magnet bounced out fast. Leads at the first corner from Hyperventilate. Third Smart Fernando and fourth the outside, the race favourite Mapunga Warrior. They're followed by 4-5 getting up on the rails. Next, Dylan's Magic, Zipping Demand. Louis Wonton last off the back straight. Mapunga Warrior, he made his move now, and the favourites dash to the lead from Hyperventilate. 4-5 getting up on the rails, but around the turn, Mapunga Warrior's broken clear. And Mapunga Warrior all too good, scored by 3. Second in 4-5. Third maybe Smart Fernando, and nose Hyperventilate. They're followed in by Zipping Demand. Well back in the field, Dylan's Magic and Cop Magnet at the tail. The time, 29.89, and Louis Wonton failed to finish. Number 6, Mapunga Warrior for Jeff Britton. Jumped well, got into a beautiful place at the first corner, and then he made his move. He sweeps around the outside, and he's too strong. Number 6, Mapunga Warrior beats home number 3-4-5. He's got up on the rails into second place. Third, 9, Smart Fernando. Fourth in 5, Hyperventilate. 6, 3, 9 and 5. The numbers 6, 3, 9 and 5. 3 1/4 by 5. 3 1/4 by 5. And a time 29.89. So 6, 3, 9 and 5. 3 1/4 by 5. 29.89 the run here on race number 9 tonight.
Jeff Britton gets the cash there with Mapunga Warrior and setting up a 4 spot at the first turn. And unfortunately, Louis Wanton goes amiss here and looks like he suffered a bad hind leg injury, but Mapunga Warrior drives up 3 deep and goes to the front. And as I said, a fast finishing second at his last start at the Meadows. Just too good tonight, and he runs a time of 29.89. 6-3, 9 and 5. The winning margin 3 1/4 lengths. 5 lengths between second and third. A first split there of 5.43. A run home, very smart run home of 11.64. And as they go through that first turn, through the catching pen, there is Mapunga Warrior on our sniper cam. Smart Fernando checks off his heels there. But Smart Warrior works past Hyperventilator on that home turn, and then he roars away to score by more than 3 lengths. So some consolation for Jeff Britton after running second with Mapunga Ruby in the Group 1 Association Cup. Let's head trackside. Here's Mick Cowley.
I'm here with Craig. Craig, congratulations. A bit of a consolation for Mapunga Ruby, as you said, probably the wrong Mapunga one.
Yeah, no, would have preferred the other Mapunga to win, but, you know, win's a win, so we're happy.
He went pretty well. He showed a good acceleration up the back there.
Yeah, no, he's got a good turn of foot. He's a strong kind of 600-metre dog. So we only, you know, it's like a paid-for trial. So instead of trialling him, we just brought him up to race and see how we go from there.
What is the plan? Is the plan to come back for $1 million chase heats, perhaps?
Yeah, he probably would be, you know, next couple of weeks just to bring him back for $1 million and, you know, to see how he went tonight, and he went good. So yeah.
Is he the type of dog that will improve, having had a look at the track already?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, he's never been here before, never trialled here or anything, and he's never even travelled this far. So, you know, he's gone real good tonight. So happy with how he's gone.
Congratulations on getting at least one winner tonight. Well done. We'll see you again in the coming weeks.
That's it. Cheers. Thanks.
Thanks, Craig.
Craig Solcrum there with Mick Cowley, and Mapunga Warrior takes out race number 9 on the card. We've got 1 left to go on Golden Easter Egg Night. Race number 10, it's over the 520 metres for the 5th grade chasers. Our tips from the dogs.com.au, 2, 1, 7 and 8. We're going to take a short break here at Wentworth Park, and we'll come back and relive all the excitement of Golden Easter Egg in just a moment.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
They're racing.
Welcome to the Mitch Beer Show.
The water, you feel brand new again.
You get her angry and she'll run through a brick wall.
She's a very special horse to a lot of people.
I am searching for that Group 1 win.
She's just aggressive, and that's the way he races too.
She's in that elite category.
I live and breathe racing. It's not a job to me.
You always want to be part of that.
There's only 2 ways to go with this. He loves what he does, and he's just a freak of nature.
He changed my life forever.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Intensity.
They're racing. I'm getting too excited. You've broken the confidence meter.
Very elegant. How good is she?
Keep backing her, you'll just keep getting money. Listen to me.
Call it what you want.
Do I use the M word? Moral. You want to wind back time and do it all over again.
It's F1 Utopia.
Let fast horses run fast.
Today is the day.
It's got to be canned.
Exactly.
Well, go. Running super. The greatest of the great.
You won't find a friendlier, easier to look after dog than a greyhound. No wonder they're so popular. Every home is a greyhound home. Adopt today at gapnsw.com.au.
Ladbrokes, this autumn racing carnival with a same race multi. Add up to 4 runners to a same race multi and watch your potential payout increase. Ladbrokes with a same race multi.
It's the most exciting racing New South Wales has ever seen. The Greyhound Super Series presents the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg.
That is the scene of the track here at Wentworth Park. I can tell you in the function area just to my right, the owners of She's a Pearl certainly bunkering down to have a big night. We've got 1 race left to go. Let's check the dividends for race number 9 on the card. Mapunga Warrior for Jeff Britton pays $3.20 and $1.70. 4-5, $1.10. Smart Fernando, $2.10. 4th place went to number 5, Hyperventilate. The trifecta, $63.70. The first 4, $376. So as I said, we are up to race number 10 on the card. Jeff Britton holds a very strong hand here as well with Mapunga Mustang. Let's take a look at the market courtesy of ladbrokes.com.au. It is all the rage at $1.65. The only other runner anywhere near it in the market is number 7 Panorama at $3.30, and then we go to Electric Dreams at $9. $15 about Club Model, the first reserve who starts from box 1. Mishyped up for Darren Sultana at $14, $31 Sharky's Wish, $61 for Midnight Sophie starting from box number 8, and $71 about Lady on Fire. Now the speed map for race number 10 on the card, and we've got pace here from Panorama from box number 7. Now this greyhound led them up in a heat of the $1 million chase at Goulburn, just couldn't cross them. She would have been hard to beat if she had found the front in that. Mapunga Mustang expected to sit 3rd or 4th back on the inside and looking for a run through, and also a little bit of pace there from Sharky's Wish in the middle. But Panorama from box number 7, it looks as if it will be setting a pace up front, and it's been heavily supported. They did bet around $5 for Panorama across all our wagering providers earlier today, and Mapunga Mustang has also been well supported. Let's take a look at our tips for race number 10 from thedogs.com.au. They've gone 2, 7, 5 and 4. 2, 7, 5 and 4. Mapunga Mustang on top. Okay, let's say the celebrations are continuing here at Wentworth Park. A massive group of owners involved in She's a Pearl. And as said, trained by Andy and Jody Lord. There's Steve Withers, the trainer of Tommy Shelby, who won the egg last year. And there's Joe Lanuti, the managing owner. And we just spoke to Joe, a very, very excited man to take out the Group 1 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg, trained by Andy and Jody Lord. And I can tell you, I got a text from Andy not too long ago to tell me that Panorama, who will start from box number 7, in the last event on the card, he trialled very, very smartly at Wentworth Park on Wednesday night after the last event. Panorama went in a post-to-post slip by herself and ran 24.17. So if you add around, say, 5.50 to 24.17, that gets you around the 29.6, 29.7 mark. And he was very happy with that trial, he said, the slip. And he expects her to run a big race tonight from box number 7. Panorama All right, as said, the Golden Easter Egg is just one of the jewels in the crown here in Greyhound Racing New South Wales, I should say. Of course, the other is the $1 Million Chase.
"29 seconds of frantic speed, and someone at the end of it goes home with $1 million.
It's the richest greyhound race in the world. Someone's life will change, and for me, the best part of the night will be the face of the winners.
Now the green light switched on. Sydney Cup. Ready to jump. Racing. Here's Tears got away cleanly. Show Me Confetti showing good dash. But Here's Tears drove hard and ran to the lead. But as Here's Tears goes all the way in the Sydney Cup.
He needs that little bit early and not pressured early. And once he gets out there, well, he's hard to run down.
Ready to go for the consolation. Set and ready. Racing. Faithy Bale. Dwelt beginning brilliantly. Aston Zadek and Shetland. Shetland turned the leader, edging away. Shetland will win the consolation.
And to come out here and win the consolation for Sue and John, we're really wrapped for them, and more importantly, we're wrapped for the dog, because he's a real trier, and he'll probably be lame again tomorrow, and that's his thing.
Now it is time for the $1 Million Chase. It's the world's richest greyhound race. It's out at Wentworth Park. Cameron Williams, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Erin. These canine athletes are something else. And tonight, in this beautiful city of Sydney, they are racing here at Wentworth Park for $1 million.
Obviously, it's crucial to be in front the second time around. But if we look back at history, it's nearly just as important to be in front here the first time that they get to this winning post.
We are ready to go. Set, ready. Racing, Tommy Shelby came out running, flying Ricardo away brilliantly. Shadow Mist driving the rails. It's tight through the first turn, and Handsome Prince has got over. He led by 2.5, Tommy Shelby, followed by Sherry, flying Ricardo, waging war, Warbanger, Shadow Mist, and at the tail of the field is Awesome Catch. The front runner, Handsome Prince, led by 4 to Tommy Shelby, Sherry, Handsome Prince, a boulder clear, the former Tasmanian, Handsome Prince has won the $1 Million Chase over Sherry and Tommy Shelby, waging war, hammered home.
Handsome Prince from box 7, one race, one winner, $1 million.
He's done it 2 from 3. They said lightning couldn't strike twice. He walked on course today and said, maybe I'm the person who can prove that it actually does.
Thank you, everybody. Tony Mestrov, Tab, you guys are wonderful, mate. Without you guys, this just wouldn't be possible. Channel 9 for coming on board. All you photographers out here is more than there was 2 years ago. So that's how I know this industry's going further.
We have $2 million chases to be staged in 2022, and the first one, the final, will be run here in exactly 4 weeks' time. So 4 Saturdays from now, we'll see one greyhound win $1 million for their connections. And of course, all the qualifying heats and regional finals are being conducted right throughout New South Wales at the moment. Tomorrow, we have the Temora final. Of course, tomorrow night, Broken Hill is on the Broken Hill Cup. The winner of the Broken Hill Cup gets a free entry into the semi-final of the $1 Million Chase. So just another massive race here in New South Wales. All right, on their way to the boxes for the lucky last here at Wentworth Park. Number 5 is Electric Dreams, trained by Robbie Neville. Last start winner here in 30 and 34. Mishyped up for Darren Sultana. Had 12 starts here, run 4 minors, yet to score. There's Panorama. As I said, she went post to post here on Wednesday night, going 24-17, which is airborne. And number 10 at Midnight Sophie will start from box number 8 for Richie Polidano. One of the real roughies in the race is Midnight Sophie. But the favourite is number 2, Mapunga Mustang for Jeff Britton. 2 starts back. It beat a Group 2 winner in the shape of Typhoon Semi at Geelong, running 25.61. Sizzling time there over the 460 metres. And Mapunga Mustang from box number 2 is my on-top tip. But again, healthy respect for number 7, and that is Panorama, trained by Jody and Andy Lord. And in race number 10, the best backed here is... The best backed is number 2, and that is Mapunga Mustang. $2.15 into $1.60. Number 9, Club Model, is $18 into $10. So money for it at odds, but rock solid is number 2, Mapunga Mustang. $2.15 into $1.60. Jeff Britton, of course, trained the previous winner in Mapunga Warrior, looking for a race-to-race double here for owner Barry Smith with Mapunga Mustang, who has had 23 starts, a good record, 12 wins in 23 starts, run some blistering times. That 25-61 victory at Geelong, 2 starts back, defeating Typhoon Semi. Then ran 4th in a heat of the Ballarat Cup behind Ferdinand Boy. Number 4, Sharky's Wish for Adam Campton, around the $50 mark. Electric Dreams, $11 for Robbie Neville. Number 6 is Mishyped Up for Darren Sultana. It's $15. A watch here on number 7, Panorama. As said, she went post to post here on Wednesday night after the last event. Went very smart time, 24.17. And number 9, Club Model, starts from box number 1, $18 into $10 with the Ladbrokes. Number 10, Midnight Sophie, one of the real roughies of the race, at $81. Our on-top tip from thedogs.com.au is with number 2, Mapunga Mustang. I'm with it, and as I said, a healthy respect for number 7, which is Panorama, trained, of course, I can say that now, Golden Easter Egg winning trainer, Jody Lord. So runners are about to move behind the boxes here. It's been a sensational night of chasing action. Matty Jackson's done a sterling job calling them home. I'm sure it's a night that he will remember for a long time as well. And there is number 5, Electric Dreams, about to be boxed. So Greyhounds 1, 3, 5 and 7 going to the boxes first. 2, 4, 6 and 8 are in the second line. And the favourite is number 2, Mapunga Mustang. It's into $1.60 now. Money with number 7, Panorama, around the $3.90 quote. Upstairs, Matty Jackson calling them home in the lucky last here at Wentworth Park on Ignite.
This is race number 10, the lucky last. Favourite box 2. And the green light is turned on. Lewis on its way. Mapunga Mustang to bounce, the clear favourite. Ready. And they're racing now, and he was slow to begin. Mapunga Mustang out fast. Electric Dreams leads down to the first turn from Club Model. Mapunga Mustang was railing through, got galloped on behind by Sharky's Wish and is now last. They're in the back straight now, and it's Club Model who leads the rail. Panorama getting up on the fence. To third, Mishyped Up from Electric Dreams. They're followed by Sharky's Wish, Lady on Fire. Well back in the field, Midnight Sophie and Mapunga Mustang around the turn. Panorama hit the lead. Mishyped Up comes hard late, will make a close end, got up to win it. Mishyped Up last stride, beat Panorama. Photo third, maybe Sharky's Wish from Club Model. They're followed Lady on Fire, Electric Dreams. Well back, Mapunga Mustang and Midnight Sophie. The time 30 and 24. Number 6, Mishyped Up, Darren Sultana takes out the last event. Nabs Panorama, who had got through off the back to hit the lead, but the winner's been too strong late, so it's 6 from 7. Third in number 4, Sharky's Wish. 4th to number 9, that being Club Model. 6, 7, 4 and 9 confirmed. 6, 7, 4 and 9. It was a half by 4. 30 and 24 is the time. So it's 6, 7, 4 and 9, a half a length by 4. 30 and 24 is the run here to race number 10 tonight.
Thank you to Matty Jackson. Start number 13 here at Wenny proves lucky for Mishyped Up. Thought Panorama had that race pinched there. We see number 9 there, Club Model, going to the lead down the back straight in front of Electric Dreams. Panorama gets right up underneath them, but there's Mishyped Up in the green rug. A couple of lengths off Panorama here. Still had to work really hard. Got up underneath Panorama in the run to the judge and has got up the last couple of strides. So Mishyped Up beats number 7 Panorama in the last event on the card here at Wentworth Park. So 6, 7, 4 and 9 are the numbers to race number 10 at Wentworth Park. Mishyped Up, trained by Darren Sultana. And they go head for head, but mishyped up just a little bit too strong in the run to the line there. Panorama runs second, Forest third, 9 is fourth. That is the lucky last here at Wentworth Park. We hope you've had a great night on the pump. We hope you've had a great night enjoying our coverage. Just said a memorable night. The Dailies had a big night. They've taken out 3 of the features. And of course, the star of the show tonight was She's a Pearl, who took out the Group 1 2022 Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. I'm Mark Duclos. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage. Thank you to Mick Cowley. Thank you to our whole crew here on course at Wenny. We'll see you next time. $1 Million Chase Night from Wentworth Park.